Sanhok goes for the roll now, and he's spotted Sylvia. Looks for the clip, but he's not going to be able to get it. Jumps out instead, but goes down. Moving forward, trying to get a better position, using his focus advantage. Drives straight in. Out instead, but goes down. Now it's just Portal alive. For Soul in a 1-1, but he cannot do it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, and we are at the last day of the group stages. This is day number 6. Teams from Group A and C, they have completed all their 12 games and have collected all the points that they could. Now it's time for the remaining teams from Groups B and D, and what exciting groups they have been.
I mean, it's going to be the last chance to be, if you're on the final area, it's going to be the last chance to actually climb up the ladder. By all means, you'll have to be at that spot where you guys, will be known as the safer, at the safe spot at the end of the day. So you have 4 games, and in those 4 games, there are no chances of mistakes left, because all these games, each and every point that you take, each and every specific point that there will be, it's gonna count, and the points are gonna count by the point schedule, which is going to be right in front of you. As the points distribution says, first position, you guys know it, 20 points, second goes for 14, third goes for 10, then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 till 10th, and 11 to 16 is gonna give you a single penny each, and moreover, 1 kill, 1 point.
Yeah, and let's have a look at the groups and see which teams we could be seeing on the other side towards the semi-finals, because top 24 teams are definitely going to be there. Elementrix, PNGaming having good standing from Group B. We have Nepali Ho Ni, we have A1 eSports, who have been outperforming everyone else. On the other side, JAZEERA, they sort of started stepping it up during their last games. From Group C, it's Trusty Process, Extreme, who have been doing really well. But on the other side, the 2 bottom teams were from this group as well. TM Official, Red Light, finishing their games and are not going to be able to make it to the semifinals. From Group D, it is going to be INES, the team that everyone needs to keep an eye on. On the other side, Ultimate Banga 3 Devils are pretty strong as well.
And there were the groups and all, but then the matches that we're going to talk about is obviously, Erangel, Sanhok, Miramar, Vikendi. It's a good dynamism. You start from the map of that is original home ground for everyone. Then you go to a fast-paced map, but then much more fast-paced map nowadays is becoming Miramar, and after that is the map of unpredictability, that is Vikendi. You know how Vikendi has changed the pace of games each and every day. Like, the new teams actually emerge up. Yesterday also we got new winners. Elementrix was not the winner of Vikendi, so that means Elementrix can be toppled up. We saw that thing happening. But then TDP played incredibly well yesterday. Like, TDP on top, obviously becoming the... He actually tagged me his Insta story.
Oh.
Yeah, he tagged me in his Instagram story, and it was like really good words given by... Sorry. really good words given by the Roshit and all those things. But then let's go for the overall standings, and let's see which team actually has to step their game in the last day of this tournament as of now. And TDP obviously is on top. TDP is on top. TDP is on top. 170 points. Nepali Ho Ni wants to step up the game, and from second would like to come to the first position. PNGaming on third. Rivals X is out there on fourth. Elementrix, you guys are in top 5. Team PYRO is slowly climbing up that ladder on top 6. But PYRO and A1 eSports both have 122 points, and after that is JyanMaara.
Yeah, JyanMaara somehow making it into the top 8, but top 8, moving on to the next 8 teams, we will have the top 16 basically. But anyways, the top 24 teams are the ones that qualify for the semifinals. So I want to keep an eye out for that 17 to 32nd spot, because that is going to be a little bit more interesting. On the other side, in the next 8, we have Team Extreme, Team T2K, Vibes, Wolves Den, Team Hype, Rising Nepal, X, INES, and Ultimate Bang. So once again, INES started the entire tournament, the first day of the group stages, quite strong, but then sort of took a dip. On the other side, the same thing happened with A1 eSports. They started out quite strong, but were struggling in the later stages. But
I would like to stop you on one thing. Just look at one thing. Team Extreme has 54 kills. That's one of the highest skill amounts that a team has.
Yeah.
Right? But then they are still not in the top 8 section. So that means these are the things that actually show you can have good kills, you can have a decent placement points, but you kind of need to balance it out. If you have a low amount of kills, you can go for placements. If you have high amount of kills, you can actually dip down. So that is one of the things that happens.
See, this is where the interesting stuff begins, because Deadeye guys on the 17th, SOLTISQUAD, they are going to be playing today, are on the 18th. Then we have Mag G, who are done with their games. Then it's BB ByeBye, who are also done with their games. Then we have SBA, and it is so interesting because these teams could still be at risk, because the teams behind them, they still have a lot of games to go. They still have 4 games to go, and the point difference is really not that big. See, it's just like 20 points or something between these teams, teams on this table and teams on the previous table. And these teams can actually outshine them, drop them down in the ratings, and then try and move forward. On the other side, in the last table, we have R3D Devils, JAZEERA, WGxNoRules, 1971 Gladiators, Team 7C, KSAX, Tifrio, and in the end, Red Light. The only team I think we are pretty sure is not going to make it by now.
Yeah, and JAZEERA is the only team that has a chicken dinner and still is in the last section.
Yeah.
So one thing is that they would like to actually step up their game, if anything, because JAZEERA got a chicken dinner in Vikendi, if you remember, and the kill points were really less. They got 3 or 4 points of the kills. Only it was as the zone was favoring them, and hence the teams were actually trying to move towards them. So that is one of the things. You can have good kill points, you can have decent set points of the position and placement things, but you need to combine them both. And once you combine them both, that is the scenario that actually gives you a good amount of position points, placement points at the end. And some teams have done it really good. Like TDP, currently they are ruling the charts. Nepali Ho Ni wants to come on the top, and they are 19 points behind, if I'm not wrong. And those 19 points, see, imagine they have 1 kill and 1 chicken dinner in the first match. 21 will actually go up the stage, and they in the first match only they'll be sitting at the top area. So that is one of the things that can happen. But there will be 15 more teams to contest that first position, so we'll have to see how that happens.
Yeah, we have to see how that's going to go about and how JAZEERA are going to go about this. On the other side, another team that I want to talk about is going to be 1971 Gladiators, and another one is going to be KSAX. Teams have been doing pretty well, but are still lacking that extra firepower that they need to get those extra frags and push for that higher position. So some things need to be changed for these teams, but we are gonna find that out once today's day is over, and if actually figure it out if they actually make it. Right now we have the first game of Erangel live in front of us, and this trajectory once again is pretty nice. You have Milta available. It starts from Milta Power, then ends towards the side of Primos. So Milta is there, Novo is there. Milta Power, not much loot there, so you can go over to the side of Prison. Novo, you can glide over. You can land in the small settlement that's there close to the military base. On the other side, Ferry Prier, Primos is going to be available to you.
That is totally true, but then the northern side is the one that is going to be left behind Yasnaya. Some players can actually glide to that area. Rozok, Georgopol is kind of a decent area, but then can the teams reach there? That's one of the things. GC Stilix OP is still inside that area. INES, Badrev, Tier, as you can see, are dropping down Novoripnoi. RN is coming to that Milta drop location. That is a really good thing. A1ES is moving forward towards a school mansion-ish area, something or somewhere in between them. RN actually is there, and Nepali Ho Ni Akish is still inside the plane. They are dropping at the endward area or something. They are looking for some other area to drop. And its whole squad is going to Primorska, I guess. But then they are going to be contested by SOLTISQUAD, if I'm not wrong. And no one is in the military base area. And this, my friends, is a military zone.
Yeah, this is a circle that favors the team from the military zone. No one is going to want to end towards the northern side. As you said, Yasna is going to be left all alone. On the other side, Georgopol, teams that usually head there are going to try and avoid that area as well, because you might get caught off guard while trying to rotate in towards the side of circle. But now we have the team that are still sitting on the number 2 spot in the overall standings. It is Nepali Ho Ni, and they are looking to land right now. But they have to be careful, because right now landings are a little bit slower for them on the other side, just because they took so much time to figure out where they actually wanted to go. Right? On the other side, A1 eSports, another good team from the same group, Group B. They did really well on the first day, but once again, they have to prove that they can do well consistently. Consistency is gonna matter when we move on to the semi-finals, and if they actually make it in the finals, there it is gonna matter even more.
Yeah, that is totally true. Consistency actually matters. A1 ES Kapshi on the other hand, as you guys can see, was going to Yasnaya area, and DF Panda from DF Rio squad is out there. He knows that Salty players are right next to him. He has a UMP with a 4-time scope. Seems like a really good thing. Salty AJ, Salty Extreme, Salty Nima, and Salty Rusin. Those are the 4 players that are actually out in that area. We'll have to see DF Punisher and DF Panda on the other hand. They are ready for some fights. We'll have to see how they take the fights in their own hands. Steel Shot and Punisher, they are fairly close to each other. Salty AJ on the other end, and NHN Vcash has been spotted by Bang SS. His health is quite low. We'll have to see how it works out.
Yeah, we will have to figure that out. But now Vcash, he's really low. Bang SS, he has to be able to engage upon this. But when it's the side of Nepali Ho Ni you are facing, you have to be extremely careful. Because at any given time, this entire squad could collapse upon you and wreak hell on your side. But Bang, he is once again relaying the information as to where Vcash is to his teammates on the other side. Vcash, he is trying to figure out if he has enough to heal himself and still actually manage to survive to the later stages. He just has an Uzi with him and 2 bandages. Can he make this work? Climbing onto the rooftop. He's going to catch Bang off guard, and Bang ducks in behind that, behind the boundary of the rooftop. Is going to be safe, but he still actually managed to survive. Vcash cooking up that nade. It is going to be thrown, and Bang is going to be knocked out with that perfect nade from the side of Vcash, who is now going to rush into Bang's apartment, come on the roof, and then shoot him in his face, and he is not going to be able to do anything about it.
Oh, this is looking really bad for him, and obviously Bang SS from Ultimate Bang is going to lose out on this game. The first blood has been dropped up by NHN Vcash. Seems like a good thing because NHN wants to rule the points table, and they are out here for making a statement, as you guys can see. Pulls on the other hand, Ironic is inside that buggy. He's driving the buggy alongside 6ix9ine, so seems like a good thing. They are trying to find a safer spot, and we'll see how they actually do it, because the rotations are going to be one of the most important things, and the rotations as early as you can make, it's gonna make a huge impact in the game, and Wolves are trying to go for that. On the other end, 7C, Musky Pathetic, and Hades, they're also looking to move inside in a good area, and they know this is a military zone, and they are moving inside that military area. Look at this. How many teams have actually rotated towards the military area as soon as they found that you kind of need to be there?
Now imagine if some of them had actually landed there earlier on. Oh, look at this. Look at the kill feed. Bang, they are getting revenge for their teammate SS, who had fallen earlier to the hands of Vcash, and Vcash was taken out. Quite unfortunate for the side of Nepali Ho Ni. They are looking in a slight bit of trouble, but right now we have Team 7C on our screens, and now it's Bang Bikal trying to regroup with his teammates. Bang SS once again being taken out earlier, leaves the entire squad with just 3 people for them. Can they make this work? Will they be able to fight with just 3 players on their side? And YCL, he was dropped quite low in that fight earlier, was dropped to 50% health, so they have to be careful as to how they rotate, because getting caught off guard right now is going to mean that YCL basically does not even exist in a fight. He is going to go down so fast, he's going to get knocked down, and it's just going to be a handicap for Bikal to fight with.
Yeah, I mean, no one would be wanting that, and you guys can see the zone right in front of you. And that zone, you know, it's gonna shift down to the southern side. And one more thing, if you have a boat, you'll be having a safer area to rotate to. Yeah, you can just rotate around the whole military base island. But if you don't have a boat or anything, just imagine if you have to drive through that bridge, and there are bridge blocks happening all over those areas. I mean, it's gonna be a bridge fight if anything. And NRC hack shot, you guys. We'll have to see where this team rotates, because NRC is looking really good, but they are being chased up by 7C. 7C obviously wants that 1 kill, but NRC Hackshot is taking them towards Bad Boy and Pablo. No one actually wanted. The tables have turned so fast right now. 7C would like to move away from here, or are they gonna be engaged in a fight? Now that the cards are even, they're like, no. They don't want a part of this, and they are away. Bad Boy, it's your turn to actually shoot on those people, but then as of now, they will be safe. 37 damage done, 36 more damage done by Hackshot. This was a really good amount of damage, but look at Maske. He is still far behind his team.
That was with an Uzi. You don't have a scope on this gun, and this guy still managed to connect some of the shots, at least dropping him down to at least 30% health. And on the other side, oh my god, that was so hilarious. The bait coming in from Hackshot. 7C for a second thought like, yeah, we have this guy off guard. We are going to catch him. We are going to finish him. But Hackshot was like, yeah, just follow me. Just follow me and I'll lead you to your death.
The part was 7C people did not have helmet and vest as well, and they were trying to get engaged in a fight because they saw one player that was Hackshot. They thought that he is solo. How many people can he take down? That was their question. But then meanwhile, JAZEERA is out there for you guys. JCR, as you could see. And look at this. The bridge blocks are coming in handy as KTM, Akshay and Warhead are on the other side of the bridge, and they are being contested. And Warhead was spotted by Alex. Wants to go for a spray. Does 22 damage. Right now is going for another spray, but will not be able to connect it. And RN is ready for a fight. On the other hand, another team was 1971 Gladiators. Took down Wolf 69 in another fight with a headshot and would like to finish him. And yes, 61 people alive and 16 teams surviving. Look at this. If you see the minimap, look at the rotation of RN Rising Nepal. They have 3 players on the bridge as of now, and the team of KTM wants to contest them. We'll have to see will this contestation happen, because Akshay is ready for a fight. KTM, when they played their game last time, they were really good, and Akshay has an M24 with a holographic side. That's kind of a different thing. I mean, see, if you want to use it, you can use it, but can you make the best out of it? That is going to be a question, because M24 with a holographic,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that is something you do not use in Classic. It's more like something you use in a TD game, maybe even because Red Dot is something people actually prefer.
He can play mind games. We know he has a holographic.
They
knows
don't
he has
know
a
it.
holographic. They don't know.
Yes.
They'll be like, oh my god, what if he has an 8-time scope? We'll have to move away from this direction.
No, I don't think so. The first shot you miss, actually, they are able to just, alright, this guy's not going to be able to hit me if I'm not close enough. So you actually go charging in. At this tier, players actually can get that read based on the amount of shots you are hitting. On the other side, we did see 2 teams outside the zone. They will be able to make it, but at what cost? They will be really low, and in their direction, heading towards the side of military base, there are some teams as well, so they are definitely going to have to fight it out from there. On the other side, we see RN, Alex YT, landing insane shots, or INES Machine, who just drives his buggy down the hill and towards his teammate. We have the first airdrop coming in with the M249, the ammo, 8x scope. See, if he has the M24, he just needs this drop, and like, leave the gun, leave the M249, just pick up the scope, the level 3 kit, and you're good to go.
I mean, he has an M4 along that. I mean, he can ditch the M4 for M249 as well, and maybe he can go for easy 1v4s, easy 1v5s. If there is another person contesting in or something like that, he'll be like, wait, I'll show you the gun I have, and the thing's gonna go like, and it's the end game.
Yeah, one against many has been the entire theme for these group stages of South Asia, and it has been incredible. Since day one, we are seeing those situations come up, but sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But one thing we are sure about is that these players are not scared in those situations. They will just take the fight. They don't care.
As right now, as you can see, INES Machine took down RN Alex YT. Alex YT has been taken down in this fight. No doubt he'll be getting a revive out there, but then InFirst would want to go in as well. Machine, as you guys know, is an actual machine when it comes to killing. He's a killing machine. He wants those kills. He wants to move in, and he, along with Badrev, is trying to move in to his players. And look at Evil Eye. Look at the rotation of Evil Eye. He's on the other side alongside Tier. As Tier is out in this area, and Machine is going out there. InFirst is going really close to Evil Eye. This is going to be an incredible fight. I think we are going to see a first squad wipe out here. InFirst is moving back in, because right now that is one thing he would like to do. He would like to go inside a cover, first of all. But then InFirst will be taken down by Evil Eye. This guy is incredible, and that is one thing that he is showing. Alex YT, he has had the call. InFirst has said, I need this thing. Bang LTD takes down SOLTISQUAD, and Machine is going to go and finish out that kill. No, not right now. And InFirst is moving on the other direction, and he will be taken down. Alex YT has been taken down. Crazy, just surviving on 50 HP, but INES has a proper hold of him. That SLR is gonna do its job, and obviously gonna finish him. Bang Vehicle has been taken down by Solti. So two fights happening. Ultimate bang, the whole team gets eliminated. SOLTISQUAD lives to win another day, lives to actually survive the day, and INES is looking really strong. No doubt Crazy is on full health. Sonam is out there on 75 HP, but A1 ES Kapshi has been taken down by KS Mirage. It's bodies everywhere.
Yeah, everybody is falling right now, and I don't understand the call that was made from the side of RN. I mean, why would you rotate in a car on an open hill? You could have gone behind it. There were other ways to get out of that situation. If you had smokes, you could have used those to actually come out of that situation, or at least thrown a nade just to distract the players or make them pull back a little bit. But no, these guys just went for it, and on the other side have already lost one player. No one is going to be able to save InFirst. He's just there bleeding out. They are just trying to bait him. Crazy, he looks in trouble, because after InFirst is finished off, INES, they will have their eyes on the other two players from the side of RN, and Crazy, he's just hiding in behind that shed is looking to take the fight. Third person perspective being used by these players to its fullest potential. And now look at this. Sonam, he could have KTM engage upon him at any given moment as well. And this circle, once again, is this Mira? Is this Erangel or is this Vikendi?
I mean, seriously, water zone, and 1971 is making a proper use of that water zone. They are coming toward from the water area, and players from A1 ES are falling apart as we were talking. But then Sonam and Crazy, 2 players remaining, and KTM Akshay is really, really close to him. And KTM Akshay looks on the wrong direction, will be taken out in an incredible way. But then Tier has been taken out because out there KTM is moving forward. INES Tier actually goes down. KTM Warhead, and that means KTM was ready for a fight, and they are contesting. But one more thing, the place where they are fighting, INES is really, really close to them, and RN. INES was fighting RN, but then they actually forgot that their own player was being contested on the other direction. R3D is wanting to find their opponents. They actually took down Kapshi. Now they are looking for Sinister. They are looting his grid, and Salty AJ actually drops on, and his health has actually come to critical point. Right now he would be needing a revival. But then look at this. Look at the minimap. There is one team, team number 15, that wants to come to that area of the bridge.
Yeah.
They want to contest the bridge, and R3D is already taking out that zone damage because they, as of now, they are outside the zone. No doubt this is the third circle, but then 760 meters is the distance that they have to get to the zone. 14 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are out here. And to be honest, this is looking like a real chaos situation. So you guys need to cheer out your favorite team because this is going to be the last day. And I guess Dante was spotted out there because they had their crosshair on him, and R3D Enzil was the only survivor as of now who was in the circle alongside IR2, and IR2 would also like to move inside the zone as we are talking because this is important.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be important, especially this late inside the game. IRD2, he can actually go in and prepare a situation for his teammate from where they can come about inside the zone. On the other side, A1 eSports are just going to decide to be a little more chill about their things and going to try and go with that boat. But that boat was blown up and Stranger was instantly killed because you don't get knocked down when you're in the water. You just die instantly. On the other side, Sinister, he was really, really quick on his reactions, jumped out before the thing was blown up. That is just going to protect this team a little bit. But now, Sinister, this is a race. Who is going to reach the shore first? Is it going to be A1 Esports or is it going to be the side of Wolves? Whoever reaches first is definitely going to start shooting the other team. And now, once again, it's Dictator versus Sinister. Ocean, from PUBG, we go to a swimming race. This is going to be intense. Dictator, he has the lead right now. Sinister, he's lagging far behind, but both these guys are taking a lot of damage from the blue zone.
Oh my god, see, this is the kind of race that no one would actually be wanting. You cannot be a hare out here. You'll have to be the turtle. You'll be slow and steady, but you are outside the zone. There is no chance that you need to rest out. Then Maske has been spotted by DC Atom. He's trying to spot him, he's trying to shot him, and Playzone takes it down. He does not want to give the kill. So 7C Maske, he does not give any kill to DC Atom. Incredible work out there. And Rising Nepal, where are you going, my friends? The airdrop was right behind you. The third airdrop has us. And by A1 Esports get eliminated on 15 by Playzone. No one actually thought of that thing. And look at this, 1971 also is getting eliminated, and Rising Nepal gets eliminated on 14. What's that? Rising Nepal? Oh my god, that is really, really bad because DF got a lot of kills through that. And DF right now has 2 kills, no doubt. And those 2 kills are with Steel Shot. Did you see? Steel Shot had an S12K.
Yeah.
Oh my
Where
god.
did it come from? The M24 just kicking in big, and Steel Shot just being knocked down with 1 bullet. That was just incredible. But now DF Panda, he has engaged upon the guy who shot that bullet. It was Akshay from the side of KTM. But that is just gonna spell trouble for the entire team because that was just one guy. Where are the rest of them? And we have to see if DF, they are gonna be able to engage on this. And Panda is getting shot at on the other side. Goalie with the bridge camp coming in from the side of Nepali Ho Ni is going to drop 1 player from the side of JAZEERA, but the remaining 3 players, they do find some cover, but they are quite close to the car. 1 more player, Neo, being knocked down. If the car actually gets blown up, Nepali Ho Ni, they can engage upon the entire squad of JAZEERA and wipe them out. Once again, it is quite exposed. Look at it.
They have lost Vikesh as of now, Nepali Ho Ni, but still they are ready for a fight. They are being contested from behind them because they know there will be players on either side of this area. The zone is going to leave them. They have to get to the zone in 30 more seconds right now. They are 30 more meters right now, but then the zone is slowly and steadily coming. Inti is one of the survivors. Neo is one of the survivors. Senti is the one who is actually getting bled out as we are talking, and Neo would like to move into the zone as well. Will they be doing a revive because this is the fourth circle? JAZEERA taking up a hard way right now. Would like to overcome it as they are going outside the zone, but look at this damage. The zone is damaging them. This is looking really bad. Play zone takes down Wolves' new team. Naklake OP has been taken down by 7C. Pathetic. 7C is coming into this fight right now, and NHN, they are not looking good as they lost one player and another one is down. KTM Ramos is trying to take down DF, but then look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Wolves Ironic is inside the water alongside a full squad of R3D. They are just right next to him. Wolves' new team has been taken down, but look at this. 1971 is also on the other side. Wolves Ironic cannot come out. R3D cannot come out. Steel Shot is trying to spot some players with his AUG and 6x scope. I think the bridge will be the doom of everyone. Lucky OP is under the water area. He wants Gole to come out there and revive him, but still 7C Aru is also out there. Ironic, he is trying to get to a safer spot, but will he be able to? Play zone takes on JAZEERA. Sham, Ironic, can he sit in this wood? Because if he does, 1971 Science Show is gonna do the end of it. And Nepali Ho Ni on 13th. This was never actually gonna supposed to happen because Nepali Ho Ni was dominating JAZEERA on 12th. Oh my god, big names, good names. The teams that actually won are going out.
See, I said this. The teams in the last 24, in the last 16 are the ones who are going to try their hardest and are the ones who are going to try hard today just because they want to qualify for tomorrow for the semi-finals. And this entire map of Erangel is being lit with fire. And water circles, they are a piece of art, man. They give you so much action in a single game. But we have another airdrop with the MK14 coming. Look at this. That was SOLTISQUAD coming in towards the side of DF. DF, they are already engaging in fights from two different directions. So they have to be really, really careful about this. On the other side, AJ just going for the drop with his teammates. Extreme taking some damage. And KTM, they have spotted the players from the side of Damn Classy out. ProNoob already being taken down. Steelix OP, he is still alive. He is still standing. And he is trying to find that shot towards the side of the players of KTM, and here we have Akshay with that M24.
What if I told you Solti can win this game? Because if you just look at the minimap, they are inside that area. They have that zone for them. They just need to fight 1971 from one direction. But then INES Badrive goes down because KF50 has actually taken down and gets a kill of DC Sincere as well. And KS Meras has been taken down, and that grenade comes up by INES Machine on Atom. No doubt his kill will be taken up by KTM if he plays his cards right. But then INES is ready for it. KTM Warhead has been taken down by DC Steelix OP. DC Atom skill is in the hands of INES Machine, and KTM Warhead has been taken down. INES moving forward in the smoke area because this is what is needed. Look at Wolves Ironic still outside that area. He wants to survive for his team, and that is what he is doing. Akshay takes down DC Steelix OP. KTM is moving forward in the zone by killing people because that is one thing that is needed. Survival of the fittest. Damn Classic gets eliminated. 10 teams surviving, 30 players alive. Oh my god, this is incredible. Akshay has been spotted. KTM gets eliminated on 10th. Ladies and gentlemen, Wolves Ironic is still surviving, but SOLTISQUAD is out there. Evil Eye through the smoke. KS Ifni takes him down. It's down to Machine right now. That guy is a beast, but will this be his game? A big question because he has teams surrounding him from everywhere.
Look at this. Wolves Ironic still in the water, but on the other side, Ocean, I would actually disagree with you, Solti. They are going to have a hard time in this game because, they are going to be in the center of the zone, but now everyone is going to be focused on them because when you're in the center, what is in the center? The bullseye. And that is what SOLTISQUAD are going to be, a big bullseye for everyone to hit. On the other side, 7C Pathetic, he is going to be knocked down, but he has to be careful. He is one of the few players that is still left alive for his team, and now 7Cs, they are going to be in trouble. On the other side, KCX Sanhok. Hades is going to be taken out in the water, and that is going to be it for the side of 7C with just 2 kills to their name. We are down to the top 8 teams.
Did you just see KS? They have one buggy for their cover. 4 players have a cover, and that is a buggy. If that buggy blows, they won't be having a cover anymore. And look at this thing. The circle, it's still inside the water. 50% of the zone is in the water. That means
that's just good for Ironic.
That is good for Ironic, but for how long? That is one question.
Imagine if this man actually takes the chicken dinner just by staying in water.
for it, the zone will have to be in the water. But then NRC
Yeah.
Hackshot is surviving. Amare is bleeding out slowly. Two players of NRC are of no rules are bleeding out, and DF Rio. This can be the game for comeback as they would be wanting it. INES Evil Eye still surviving for his team as of now with one more player. NRC Pablo, he has low health. Would like to pop up a first aid. Salty Rusin takes on R3D and Zeal because R3D is also in trouble right now. Salty would like to actually go for it. Seal Shot takes on NRC Pablo. That guy with Og is a maniac right now. He is pulling out good amount of kills that are extremely needed. Panda is going towards Seal Shot and Punisher would like to take him out. And MR7, that is so open, my friend. Salty Nima would like to take you down, and yes, he does it. And obviously Extreme will be taking that kill for his team. NRC Hackshot, NRC Pablo, NRC Bad Boy and Amare are going for smoke covers because that is one thing that is needed. Extreme is looking forward for a chicken dinner, and they have 7 kills as of now. 3 kills of Extreme only. We'll have to see how this fight proceeds. And that was a spot on performance by AJ. He spotted one player. He actually shot on him, but right now he is trying to spot someone else, and AJ takes down 97-1 Rion. 2 kills in his bag right now, and Science Show with that mini 14 is taking down KS one by one. I think Science Show would like to take all those 4 kills if needed.
Yeah, they will definitely try to get those kills. On the other side, 1971 Gladiators, they just have 1 kill for the entire team. Science Pro, he has to be really careful. He is the only man left standing for his side. If he goes down, that's just going to be it. On the other side, Salty Rusin dropping the players from the side of NRC, and he's going to drop another one with that with that Scarl spray coming in from his side. But Rusin, once again, he has to be really careful because, as I said, SOLTISQUAD, they were in the center but now are on the edge. On the other side, if you look in the water, Ironic is still swimming. The man is like an Olympic swimmer. Yeah,
hey,
he is Michael Phelps.
How are you, boy? And R3D Private,
they are swimming as well.
Science Show, this can be the end game of Science Show because he's the last survivor. But
Yeah.
then DF Panda has been taken down by SOLTISQUAD. I am telling you, this can be their game because they were so early in their rotations. Salty AJ takes down DF on his own, and Science Show takes on KS Reed. So this means we are down to 16, and nobody's out there, my boy. You can't actually shoot there. But I mean, you can shoot there, but then nobody will be there. That's going to be a waste of bullets as of now. INES Evil Eye also goes on by Salty Nima. Salty is taking kills like a maniac team right now. See, they are 4 players alive. Those 4 players are raising hellfire. 10 people alive, 6 teams surviving. You'll have to see what happens. Machine has also been taken down.
Yeah, they definitely have the man advantage, the side of Salty, but INES once again exiting the game quite early. They have 14 kills to their name. Oh my god. The nade is going to come in. Science Throw, he's going to get taken out by 1 nade from the side of AJ, and that just leaves 4 teams from this entire first game. We have R3D and Wolves in the water. They are spotted out. Private has started taking some damage, and Wolves Ironic, he is swimming towards the shore as well. But how long are these two going to stay alive? How far can they go? On the other side, Season from the side of R3D was left behind. Private, he was spotted by Rusin, and Rusin is trying to land those shots, but he is behind that airdrop. And as soon as he pops, he is going to be blown up. But on the other side, Ironic is going to get spotted, and Rusin is going to take out Ironic first. On the other side, R3D, still 2 players alive. Private, how long can you stay there, man? How long can you keep yourself from dying? On the other side, we are down to the top 3 teams in this game, and Salty Ocean, I think you were correct with your initial prediction. Salty is definitely going to be taking the game, because right now R3D, they are in the water. Both the players, they don't have a chance of surviving or even making it to land. On the other side, the other player, he's just 1 man against an entire squad that has right now 14 plus kills.
That's not even a squad, that's an army right now.
Yeah.
They have 15, 16 kills, I don't know, and that is incredible. Private, he is trying to waste a kill. He's not trying to give them kill, and look at Ifti, not even making a single movement right now. He's trying to go like a snake, but then he'll have to sting like a bee out here, and Nima is so close to him. Will he drive over Buggy with him? No, misses him, and that is going to be a good thing, but then that will be a bad thing as KS Axe goes down. Now all 4 players know that where are their opponents. They all have their eyes set on R3D. 4v2 in an incredible situation. Water versus land. Amphibians out here fighting, as you guys can see. A grenade comes out there. They don't want to lose the skill, and this skill, just surviving Bionic, but then they get the skill. Just 1 player remaining. Season, this is not going to be your season, I guess, because SOLTISQUAD wants that kill, wants those kills, and 4 players actually did incredibly well. This was your game, ladies and guys, and 18 kills.
Yeah,
oh
wow, 18 kills. I think that's the highest we have had so far. in a single game, and that is just gonna push Salty Squad so much further up on the overall standings. No, I think in this game standing, no one is gonna come even close. I mean, they definitely had the chicken dinner, but apart from that, they are just gonna be
in the kill department, no one's coming closer to them because 18 kills. I think they are gonna climb up a lot with that, and they will be contesting. If not anything, at the end of the day, they might be contesting for top 3 in the overalls.
Also, this circle on Miramar, just because most of it was water and it started out with just one military island, it felt like you were playing a game of Sanhok, because you did not have even like that big of an area on the main island that you usually like to rotate upon. And this was interesting, obviously, because like, yeah, on Vikendi you hate it because Vikendi is just an island surrounded by water and you definitely do not have anywhere else to go. But on Erangel, there is a really big area on the main island as well, and it is not that much water. Erangel, even though it's an island, it's slightly bigger than Vikendi if you compare the land masses of the two.
Yeah, that is totally true. But then there was one thing that I actually liked about Salty. See, the reason that I said that Salty is going to win, the way they rotated, there was an airdrop. The zone was 50% land, 50% water.
Yeah.
So the way they rotated was they took the shore. And the airdrop was on shore. So you had a cover of a car, another car, and an airdrop in between. They just blasted their own cars to actually take the to take a V-sectionized cover. They had one car on one direction, one on the other, and had an airdrop. So someone coming from the water area obviously will not be having gun in their hand because you can't use guns in water. So that is one of the things that actually went in their favor. And after that, all the other players that were right in front of them, they knew that they have to concentrate fight in just one direction. That is the way from where the zone is arriving towards them. And that is one thing that they did. And I mean, the chicken dinner was just theirs. It was served to them like on a really good plate.
Yeah.
That had a big chicken, and they were like, let's just feast on it.
Yeah, with a fork and a knife.
No.
And a lot of
AKM,
grenades.
with AKM, with some grenades, with some M4s.
I was setting up an actual dinner table, but yeah, if you are gonna compare it to the game, then with actual guns, they just blew up the entire piece of chicken that was there and then ate it with their bare hands. But on the other side, one thing I want to ask you is calls in this game from the side of team felt a little bit weird. Because usually when you're taking a fight, you do not rush out in the open. You try to create a path, create an opening for that fight, and then try to go in. Why do you think that was happening? Because we saw even, okay, it makes sense in the last big fight that you're having, that you will try and rush in and try and finish it as soon as it can get over, because you have already made it in the top 4, you're already in the top 3, and that time it makes a lot more sense. Okay, this team is just going to get a few extra points and we can try out for the next game. But in the earlier stages, we saw a fight happen close to the military base and the team just rushed in with a car on top of a small ridge that was there, and they just gave up free kills on their side.
Yeah, that was Rising Nepal. That was actually trying to take fight from INES and KTM, and that's one thing that happened. You want to give calls to your teammates, but then they were like, okay, there is just one player of Rising Nepal, so INES actually took down 3 players. Good call from their side, but bad judgment from Rising Nepal side at that direction. That is one of the things that happened. But if we are talking about this particular fight that actually took us to the last stage, I think we'll be talking about MVP as well, because we'll have to see who is the MVP of this game. And obviously, Salty Squad's players had incredible amount of kills. And if we have to say the guy who is well known for his famous 1v4 on Sanhok is the MVP out here in Erangel. 6 kills, 567 damage, 2456 minutes is his survival time, and 7.3 like 7.3 kilometers was his distance. That's incredible.
Okay, so this man has 6 kills. All his other 3 teammates had 4 each.
Yeah.
And basically, Extreme did a 1v4 when his teammates were dead. His teammates were alive this time. This man was more open, got 2 extra kills. On the other side, his teammates were like, hey, you can do a 1v4, watch us.
I mean, seriously, but then we'll have to see all other players as well, as we were talking about top 5 kill, the people who rule the top 5 department. And if I'm not wrong,
I think the entire squad is going to be
there. The entire squad might be out there, and Salty. Yes, INES Machine is making a special appearance out there, but then Seal Shot as well, but because his damage amount, see, that is incredible damage amount, 1038 with 1 headshot. I think Seal Shot deserves that first position.
Definitely 6 kills as well, coming on the exact same number as Extreme himself, and 1000 damage. That means he was actually pushing his team towards the later stages of the game and actually making it safe for them to play by just making sure the enemies weren't able to engage on them. They were really low. They won't be able to take the fight. On the other side, Extreme is there with 6 kills, Machine with 5, Nima is there with 4, AJ is there with 4, and SOLTISQUAD just stepping up their game to a whole different level this time. I told this from the starting. Last day is always gonna be the most interesting one, and with that, let's have a look at the standings for this game and see how these teams finished. Apart from SOLTISQUAD, who we know are definitely gonna be the first with 38 points to their name. On the other side, second position being taken by R3D Devils with 15 points. KS Axe on the third position with 14, DF Rio on the fourth with 12 points to their name, just because they had extra kills, a lot of kills for them. Their side, 7 kills, just pushing them up to the 12-point mark. Fifth being taken by INES, 12 point as well. Sixth being taken by 1971 Gladiators, and seventh being taken by Wolves Den. Eighth is going to be WGxNoRules.
Yeah, and the bottom of the table has 7 Cs on 9, KTM Rage on 10, Nepali Ho Ni. This was a surprise for most of us, obviously, and they are on 11th with 3 points. Damn Class is out there on 12th, and Ultimate Bang on 13th, JAZEERA on 14th. See, Rising Nepal on 15th, but
A1 eSports,
another shocker.
I think there are 3 shockers in here. It's Damn Classy, Nepali Ho Ni, A1 eSports, all of them. And
there are a lot of shockers, to be honest, because 7C does incredibly good in Sanhok. You remember the dance that they did on the second position.
Aruz is back-to-back survival tactics that we always talk about. I mean, the man knows how to hide, basically. He is, I keep forgetting the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. If I don't move, you don't see me, I'm invisible.
Oh,
Drax. He's basically Drax.
Okay, or John Cena for some matter.
Oh, yeah, they dance as well. You can't see anything. But as we were talking about Sanhok, we will have that map being played next after a short break. We'll be back. Stay tuned and keep watching. Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back once again. We are finished with the game on Erangel, game number 1. Moving on to game number 2, we have Sanhok up next. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined by Ocean Sharma and SOLTISQUAD, putting up an amazing performance in that last game. Once again, it is the squads in the bottom 16 that are trying to make that push and are trying to secure a good spot or even just secure a spot in that top 24.
I mean, that's one thing that they actually want. The squads want to, climb up the ladder because now, as we said, we started the day by saying 4 matches left.
Yeah.
Now it's 3 matches left. Each and every time the matches are going really, really slow. And as we are moving forward with the teams, what? Yeah, I mean, see, that is.
That's
Thank
a
you.
lie.
But you're just jealous. So nevertheless, if we are moving forward, I'll just keep it like this. Yeah, if we are moving forward with the teams, I'll have to say that the teams are doing really, really good. And to be honest, with the fact of the matter that the teams that are in the bottom half of the table, with the bottom half of overall table, I mean 17 to 24.
Yeah.
That is going to be one thing. One mistake and you are out of that top 24.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, one mistake and you're out of that top 24, and one good push is going to land you really, really good. Because right now what SOLTISQUAD did, they wanted to go for a chicken dinner. They wanted to, they wanted to go for a chicken dinner or either kills.
Yeah.
But they actually combined both. And that is one of the strategies that will all obviously work for you.
Yeah, on the other side, one thing that no one did expect was Nepali Ho Ni A1 eSports teams of that caliber being eliminated quite early on and just finishing barely with 1.2 the name. So, but the good thing for them is they are pretty much up there. So right now, both of them sitting in the top 8 quite comfortably, and they are gonna make it to the semi-finals. On the other side, the other team that has to start worrying, has already done all their 12 games, is gonna be TM officials, because until yesterday they were the second last team. They were on that 31st position. But after yesterday's games, after putting up an amazing performance yesterday, they somehow managed to be in the top 24. But if teams today that are playing today actually show up pretty big, TM officials could be back again out of that semi-final slot.
Yeah, and they would not be wanting that thing to happen, to be honest, from this side. Because what this team right now wants is other teams to play bad. And what other teams right now want is their gameplay to actually outshine. And talking about the gameplay to be outshining, this is the second map right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, the smallest of the bunch, Sanhok, but obviously not the deadliest of the bunch. The plane path, as you can see, is from Tambang to Khao, Paradise, Tatmok, Bootcamp, Camp Alpha, and Hatin. Those areas are also out there. Painan, if you want to go, Camp Charlie, cave areas. These are some really good areas if teams want to land out on that spots and actually try to take some fight. 7C is making up an early exit going to Bantai, and maybe KTM is going to join them for the party. JAZEERA is going to a Quarry Cave-ish drop. We'll have to see where that team goes. And R3D, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, they are going for a Camp Alpha Island drop, and A1ES on their drop of Hatin. Let's see which team actually goes there, but I see INES alongside one team in Bootcamp. I would like to see what happens in Bootcamp. Meanwhile, Salty, they are going in their drop of Paradise, and they can be contested by Wolves as of now, but the Wolves is moving to Camp Bravo, and this is your zone, ladies and gentlemen, kind of centralized. It might end up on Ruins or Painan. We'll have to see how it goes. And oh my god, INES versus Rising Nepal. This is really, really terrible because Machine, as you can see, is low on health already. We'll have to see what happens because Crazy is going in for a fight, and we'll have to see if INES loses a player at the early stage. But I think, oh my god, Batre Vota, as we were saying, but I think, see, we are gonna see a squad wipe in less than 10 minutes. In less than, I don't know. I don't know. We are gonna see a squad wipe happening out here with a fist as well. Oh, this is really bad. And yes, it was bad. Crazy takes down Machine. Players have been taken down of INES. INES is 2-man strong right now, whereas Rising Nepal, they did not have a good first game, but they are ready for it. Crazy is down to 50 HP. Infirst is rotating from the other direction. I think Infirst is an excellent flanker, to be honest. We've seen that thing happening. And look at Evil has an M16, but will this burst gun be able to take the fight of the auto ARs that are right in front of him? That is a question. M16, 30 bullets, level 2 helmet, no vest, level 1 bag as well. backwards and will be a bad choice. INES Tier is the lone survivor, currently saved up for his team, but will that be enough? Because I think DC Pro Noob is right next to him. I think INES is being contested by two teams because Evil Eye, on the other hand, he'll be taken down, but one more player of INES will have to see his perspective where he is, because he is the lone survivor from INES, and they are fisting him once again, and this is taking him down to just one last player. Oh my god.
Yeah, and INES being wiped out from the side of Rising Nepal. That was just unfortunate. That is why people are scared to drop in the boot camp area. In this place, anything can happen. Oh, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Somehow survived boot camp, and now he has to fight damn classy all alone. He's just gonna end up dying. DC Sincere picking up that free kill, and the first team being eliminated at 2-minute 59-second mark this time around.
That was kind of bad, really
How did they get one kill? No, that was just 1 point for finishing 16.
Yeah, that's 1 point of them finishing at that position. But one of the major things that just happened out here, if you see, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because they dropped at two different spots. I mean, one player dropped at a different spot, but then all they were engaged in a gunfight. Their opponents were fast enough to pick up a gun and obviously ending them with fists. That's not that should not be happening. I mean, they did not want to waste their utilities. Even one single bullet counts. Rising Nepal knew that. So they were like, we'll just knock you with our guns, and after that our fists are gonna do the job. And that's one thing that they did in engaging them in a fist fight and ending them with that thing. And NHN on the other end has their eyes on WGxNoRules. Hackshot can be spotted easily. M16 once again gonna come in really handy as Pablo is moving on the run, but then no shot is being taken by Lucky OP. Look at that thing. He is waiting for his opponents to be in the least of the zone right now. He is lying down, is ready for a spray. What will he be spraying? No, not yet. He knows Bad Boy. He has Bad Boy in his eyes. He is waiting on Bad Boy. Bad Boy goes down. NHN is also ready for a fight. Bad Boy knows the location of Lucky now, and this is gonna be good, bad, ugly, or crazy as Vcash and Gole are moving in forward. They wanted one opening. They have one opening. They want to fight. They have that fight. Hackshot is moving forward. Vcash, Gole is moving forward on one direction. We'll have to see. Reaper is far behind, but then I think this is going to be a game of NHN because Gole is moving really, really close to them. Has a Vector in his hands with an extended mag and an M4.
Yeah.
It's going to be something.
This is definitely going to be something. We have to see if NRC, they are able to fight it out from this situation. Bad Boy once again was already knocked down earlier. On the other side, the nade from Vcash is going to take down Amare, is going to take down Pablo, and Pablo is going to be finished off by Vcash as well. Amar, he was stuck in a bad situation, and Hackshot, he's going to get charged upon, and that is going to be it. That is going to be WGxNoRules being taken out of the game as well by the team of Nepali Ho Ni, who collected all the 4 kills. But talking about teams being eliminated, DC was one of the teams that helped in INS's demise. Now they know that where Nepali Ho Ni are, because the hill that DC are on, from there you can actually watch boot camp, and you can actually watch towards the city that's behind it. And DC, they are gonna look to be a little bit careful, but are gonna look to spot out these teams as well, and they will try to find the opportunity to have that perfect engagement. But on the other side of this river is R3D. With that, we have the first airdrop coming in now with the AUG. The ghillie suit is there, the med kit was there, and the level 3 loot as well. That is going to be a good drop to get, especially on Sanhok. The ghillie suit is just going to be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to help you, be one with the nature, if anything. And
especially with Arus.
7 CRUs, that guy is really, really good. We'll have to see what happens. But then as of now, JZR Neo, he's also trying to spot his opponents, because JZR, they did not have that much of a good run, have 1 second in their hands. Previous match was kind of good for them, kind of decent, if we have to say. But then they'll have to change up their strategies, pick up the pace. DC, on the other hand, has 1 kill right now of INES's player, and RN has 3 kills. NHN and DC, they are separated by a bridge area. DC Atom wants to move forward. I think he hasn't spotted any player of JCR as of now, but he knows that there might be some players coming towards their direction from one of the areas. And to be honest, to all the lovely audience and to all the guys and girls that have joined out here, we are going to tell you that this is like the 3rd last match of this event as of now, because after the day ends, we'll be down to top 24 teams that are going to move forward in this tournament as of now of PMCO 2020 Spring Split. So we'll have to see which teams stand up to that competition. So guys, keep on spamming, keep on commenting your favorite teams names, as it's obviously going to give them a hell lot of boost when it comes to this competition, and obviously it's going to tell them that yes, they have their fans, and their fans are waiting to see their incredible gameplay. So guys, keep on supporting your favorite teams, and to all the lovely mods that are doing an incredible work inside the chat, on the chat, you guys are really amazing, to be honest. So just keep up the good work, to be honest, and each and everyone keep up that brotherhood that PUBG is known for, because PUBG, to be honest, right now, one thing, PUBG it's a family, to be honest now, because each and every player, see, most of these players, sometimes some of these players haven't even met each other, yet they are in a team. That's the true spirit of PUBG. They talk to each other each and every day. They play games with each other. So that means PUBG actually brings up a community, of which I am totally proud. If anything.
Even I am proud of it. I mean, it has happened a lot of the times while you are traveling in the public transportations. You are talking with your friends about the game, and some stranger is just going to strike up, listen to your conversation, and just pitch in, and you don't even mind that. You just end up having a conversation this time around.
About favorite guns and stuff.
Yeah, favorite guns,
maps.
favorite teams, favorite maps, the tournaments that are happening. You just end up discussing all of that stuff. But coming into this time around, Sanhok feels a little bit weird. Pace has slowed down a little bit, hasn't it, Ocean? We do see teams just being a little bit more passive, unlike the game that we just saw on Erangel. Because on Erangel, it was all action-packed. It was non-stop fighting going on from every single team, making weird calls like charging into the open, even in the final circle, starting from the beginning. And that was what was going on in that game. But this time around on Sanhok, they are holding their positions. They are going in for the safer plays. Talking about safe plays, we have the second airdrop with the DMR of MK14 coming in with the tactical stock for the rifles.
I mean, MK14, an incredibly good gun, a gun that actually knows its way how to get inside MK14, when it fires, it gets inside the head of your opponents as well. That's an incredible thing about it.
Literally.
Yeah, it gets inside your head. I mean, yeah, literally as well. But out here, did you see? Steel Shot's health was really low. He just popped up a first aid. As of now, seems like a good thing for him. And then DF knows that out there is 7C, and one of our favorite guys, 7C Aruz, will also be with 7C.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, will he be one with the game, because that's going to be one of the things that sometimes changes the pace of the game. If you have a good player who knows how to be passive and aggressive when it's needed. Guys, we are about to be 10 minutes into the game. The first circle is coming in slow and steady, so that actually gives teams a chance to be inside the circle, be inside the zone, as we are talking. 1971, look at the location.
Yeah, and the next circle is going to decide whether they actually stay in this game or actually get taken out. But the circle is close to them, so they actually might be able to rotate if they are able to take the fight with bang. Over on the other side, we have DF trying to engage on the side of 7C. 7C, they have the high ground advantage, but on the other side, DF, they have the compounds. So there is always going to be a trade-off coming in from every single situation that you are trying to fight in. But you have to be careful. You have to be careful because you have to decide what your team is good at. Are they good at fighting from covers? Are they good with their peaks? Are they good with their pixel shots, as you may call them? Or are they good with the rushes? Because that is where a high ground advantage can come into play. You can use a utility to drop the other players low, and then you can just charge in without worrying about anything. On the other side, if you are actually good with defensive plays, then staying into those compounds, staying in the shelters is going to give you an advantage in the fighting situations. And talking about having advantages, one team does not have an advantage is going to be 1971 Gladiators, because they were coming in from the blue zone. Bang was right in front of them, and they are going to be quite low. So as soon as they come in, they have to at least use those bandages to heal up to a decent amount of health, so that if they actually get into a fight, they are not as vulnerable as Bang would want them to be. But on the other side, 7C Pathetic being spotted out by DF Punisher with that QBZ. He is going to try and land those shots on that player. But now DF, they have rotated to an open spot. They have rotated to basically a level ground with 7C so that they can fight at an eye-to-eye level.
Totally true,
Yeah.
totally true, that thing. And if you guys can see, DF is just, as you said, they're trying to get up to that level where they can actually spot some players and try to take them down, knock them down, if anything. We'll have to see how it all changes, because as of now, still, we have lost some players, we have lost some teams as well, but still, we'll have to see how it all happens. One of the most important things is going to be that Bang LDT is really close to Wolves' Newty. Wolves are gonna, if Wolves Den is gonna take this fight against Bang, that's gonna be one thing. But in first has been taken down by A1ES. Kapshi and Sinister takes down RN Crazy. A1ES on that trade as of now, but then Wolves' Newty, the tables might be turning on him, as this is gonna be kind of a big thing. But A1ES versus Rising Nepal, this has happened out here, ladies and gentlemen, as we were saying, and Crazy has been taken down, and in first is slowly and steadily bleeding out. Rising Nepal's LXYT and Sonam are far behind, but Kapshi is not going to give them any chance. He's going to go for the loot as well, but I think Dante was shot from another direction. They are spotting and trying to shoot some other players. Meanwhile, Rising Nepal's two surviving players, LXYT and Sonam, are rotating, but A1ES still engaged in the fight, and this is going to be a trio. 1971 versus Wolves versus Ultimate Bang. 3 teams surviving for each other. 3 teams ready for a fight. 3 teams that want to be a part of the top 3 teams also. They are ready for it. Bang Bikal was trying to spot some players, and he spotted Wolves Newty, but then Wolves Newty was behind a cover as of now. We'll have to see if his spotting skills comes handy and if he takes down, because as of now, I think headshots are mandatory. They are the ones that are going to do some damage. And talking about damage, AWM is a gun in your airdrop number 3, ladies and gentlemen. 20 bullets, level 3 stuff, AR suppressor. This is going to be something. And Bang SS is also spotted. No shots as of now, but then Ironic was also spotted from one direction. He'll be trying to go for an energy drink. Nightwing takes on Bang Bikal. Bang is spotted under 2 teams, and Bang Bikal goes down as Nightwing takes his life. YCL is out there, SS is out there, LDT is out there giving up the revival as of now, and Wolves is trying to rotate to another area because 1971 has joined the party and the zone is shrinking, ladies and gentlemen. Every team is inside the circle, but the zone is going to make a hard shift, and if that happens, the teams of 7S, yes exactly, 7S, KTM and DF Punishers will have to go to the northern side, and A1ES still in the center of the zone as of now. We'll have to see what happens.
And yeah, that is definitely going to be it. But now, once again, A1 Esports, you just entered the area that was basically the graveyard for one team earlier, and Rising Nepal was one of the teams that were the reason that we started out with just 15 teams in this game as soon as this game started. But Rising Nepal have left the bootcamp area, and A1 Esports are going to be taking whatever they left behind, the neglected stuff, if you will. On the other side, 7Cs, just being a little bit more adventurous, are just going to run in the open across the bridge, trying to cross and trying to be safe, heading towards the circle. On the other side, right now, the circle does favor the bootcamp area. It's right bang in the center of it. But bootcamp, as we all know, is one of those places that you want to avoid as long as you can. Going into the ending stages of the fights is going to be a little bit more comfortable for you because people would already be quite busy with each other, and the entry into that area is going to be a lot easier for you. But on the other side, if you're there already, you will be able to spot the players out, but then everyone will know that teams are there, teams are fighting, and you will get engaged upon. You might get third-partied, you might get taken out. But once again, another interesting situation coming in front of us. It's KS going up against the side of Wolves. The players have spotted each other, but is this a 4 versus 3 situation? I see Newt, I see Ironic, I see 6ix9ine on my screen. On the side of KS, there's Sanhok, there's Ifty, there's Harid, there's Miraz, and Dictator is one of the players from the side of Wolves who was quite far behind, who was a little bit off camera, but now we can actually see him. This was going to be an uphill battle, but once again, another uphill battle is going to be fought by DF, and IRD2 is going to drop one of the players. Now looking to spot the remaining 3, and his teammates are quite close as well, so they can come in from his behind for that support that he needs. On the other side, Steel Shot, he is going to look to find a way to revive Panda. One smoke being popped, is that going to be enough, or is IRD2 going to spot out the rest of the players? But oh, Ocean, this is looking interesting. Bang, they are on that right side of our screens, and they could engage on these 2 teams at any given point. But Nepali Ho Ni, they are not looking to stop. They have engaged upon the players from the side of Damn Classy as well. the trio. Panda, he is in the smoke. He's gonna get shot at. That spam shot from IR2, that is gonna connect. But on the other side, KS Beraz dropping Ironic from the side of Wolves. IRD2, he is gonna reposition himself, but puts himself right in the crosshairs of Nepali Ho Ni, who are on the other side of that river, but they will be able to spot out IRD2, and now they are aware where the teams of R3D and DF are. These two teams are in so much trouble right now.
As of now, these teams are going to be in a lot of trouble, and Miraz is trying to spot some players using his AKM and red dot. Now switches to QBZ for some fight. We'll have to see how that fight actually goes, but Will's Dictator is really close to him. Will's Dictator is actually right next to him, and out there, Will 69 is getting revived from Ironic was getting revived, and the grenades were being thrown. So we'll have to see how the fights actually happen. KS, on the other hand, is trying to spot some players because each and every team wants those kill points. Each and every team wants to get to that area where they have maximum kills, because Salty has proven a point that kills actually matter alongside position. That is what teams would like to go for it. Look at R3D and DF. They'll have to come to that area of river, and that is going to be one thing. Newty has actually done some damage on his opponents, and obviously would like to come to a safer area as of now because he has to, but then he also has to move into the zone. 200 meters for the zone, and fourth circle is what it is. Sanhok has gotten some damage. Ifty is under that smoke area, and a smoke cloud being formed inside on the side of Ironic as well. Newty is rotating from one direction. 6-9 is moving forward. Ironic is also moving forward as of now, and KS is surviving to live another day for now, but then they'll have to be in the zone as well. JAZEERA Senti has been taken on by Bang YCL, and 8 seconds more for the fifth circle to come. Sonam takes on Sallu IT. Alex Whitey finishes Sallu IT. 1971, this is not looking good. KTM Akshay takes on JZR. JZR in a bit of a trouble as Senti and Inti are bleeding out. Neo and Sham are two survivors. Senti has been taken down by Bang. S is a kill given to him. Will's Dictator is looking forward for Salty. Spots Rusin, would like to go for a spray. Not now. Does not spray on him. He just missed a potential person taking down. But right now, Bang LDT is trying to spot. And JZR Neo was spotted, but then nobody home out there. And he takes him down. YCL is one of the survivors as of now. And he'll have to see how he can take the fight in his own hands. JZR has taken this fight. They started this fight as a 2v4, but right now it's 2v2, and a grenade coming in, but the grenade has been bouncing back as of now. We'll have to see, because Sham has done a smoke for Inti. He would like to revive Inti to take the fight in his hands. Look at SS. SS is 75% at 75% HP right now, and Inti will be spotted back from KTM's direction, taking that fight. Neo, but Akshay gets spotted by 7C8s. So many third parties, so many four parties happening out here. This is a party going on, a party for kills. That is one thing. Will's Dictator goes on by Salty. Nima Salty once again joining the equation because they want kills. YCL was spotted, but as of now, no damage done. Warhead would like to spray once again if he spots him, and yes, he does, but as of now, once again, no damage done. SS takes on KTM Akshay. Salty AJ takes on Will's Dictator. Will 69 also goes on by KS Mehrraz. One team, so many kills, so many kill points being stolen. I mean, what is happening?
Yeah, they just got collapsed upon by everyone from every single direction. Initially, it just started out with them and KS, but now Aruz, he's going to step up in and is going to drop Neo from the other side. Bang YCL being taken out by the side of Salty. KS Meraz, he's going to finish off Newt, and Ironic once again is going to be able to secure the kill. But Meraz, oh, he was knocked out. Wolves Den, they are going to be taken out of this game, but KS, they are in trouble now because Salty, they have their crosshair set up on them. Look at the circle. It's on the northeastern side of boot camp, just barely on the edge of boot camp. So some of the compounds are still going to be in. The teams over there, they are still going to be able to use that cover to fight it out. But on the other side, one team that is not in cover right now is going to be SOLTISQUAD. They have spotted Suraj from the side of KTM, but the shots being missed by Rusin. It is going to cost him that information, but DC Atom is going to be taken down by 7C80s. That's going to spell trouble. A1 Esports Dante is going to drop one player from the side of Nepali Ho Ni, and Ultimate Bang is going to take their exit from this game.
I
But
mean,
right now,
oh my god, I mean, there's so much chaos going on. JAZEERA is outside the circle as of now with just one player remaining. He'll kind of have to do heal battle as well. DF Seal Shot is low on health. He might go down outside the zone as well. He is just 1 HP surviving outside the zone. I'll have to say, my last game's pick was SOLTISQUAD. This time, if anything, I'll say that A1 Esports can win this game. Seal Shot, look at him. 1 HP, still surviving, but not anymore. Will be taken down. That will be be the end of TF by A1 Esports Stranger in an incredible way. Nepali Ho Ni is in boot camp. JAZEERA gets their exit on 11th. A1 ES versus NHN. The two teams, A1 ES had back-to-back 2 chicken dinners, and NHN is the team that wants to contest for the first position. KS Sanhok was spotted by Solti. Solti Extreme taking the zone damage in his hands right now, and spots KS Reed, who is shooting at some other direction, will be taken down. Solti AJ was taken down, but then Extreme goes for him. Nima has been spotted outside the circle. Sanhok is draining so much of damage, and Sanhok takes down one more player. Oh my god, this is incredible. Ifty will be taken down, but Extreme is low on his health. Will it be end of Solti? Yes, Solti had their exit on 10th position, like we just said. 7C Musky Whitey has been taken down by A1 ES, and KTM Rage gets their exit. KS Sanhok, the lone survivor for his team. His team has 5 kills. He has 1. 7C hates. 7C also makes their exit on 7th position. 7-7, that was something. But then Rising Nepal, 2 players, followed by KS Sanhok, 1 player. As you can see, KS Axe is out there with 1 player remaining. A1 ES is looking really, really good, but Rising Nepal is the one team that has a compound in the zone.
Yeah, A1 Esports already picking up 9 kills for themselves, are still engaging in that fight with Nepali Ho Ni. On the other side, NHN, they are being collapsed upon by the side of R3D as well, and A1 Sinister, he is going to look to go in on this situation and actually recover the kills of Nepali Ho Ni. And as you said, Nepali Ho Ni, they want to contest that first position spot, so they are going to try their best in this game. Lakhe, he is trying to run underneath that cover, but Goli, he's going to be spotted out by RD2, and he's going to be dropped to half his health. IRD2, he's going to look to charge in, but the players from the side of Nepali Ho Ni, they are quite split up. Reaper, he is behind that slide cover, but now here comes the blues on IRD2. He has already taken some damage. He's going to be shot at, and he's going to be dropped by Gole, who is now going to heal and is going to try and make his way into the zone. But Sonam firing those random shots in the smoke. Is he going to be able to connect with anyone? Lakhe, he is going to get one. He is going to finish off Unsail from R3D, and IRD2 being taken by Gole is going to mean that R3D Devils are going to be out of this game. On the other side, yeah, A1 Esports and Nepali Ho Ni going up against each other, and Nepali Ho Ni, RN steal that kill. Weekash being taken by RN, and A1 Stranger, they are not stopping. Nepali Ho Ni is in their crosshairs, but another kill being taken away from their side. That's just going to leave 2 players from the side of Nepali Ho Ni, and they are going to answer back. Dante being taken out by Goli. This was intense. A1 Esports, they tried their best. They were really patient, but the kills just being taken away by 1971 Gladiators. And RN
goes down by Sonam. That was incredible. But Sonam goes down by Kapshi in that cover of fire. Oh my god, but this leaves Kapshi in the open. A solo survivor in the open, as he cannot give revival to Stranger right now. Lakhe can actually make the most out of this area, because Lakhe and Gole are 2 survivors from Nepali Ho Ni. They are fairly close to Kapshi as of now. If they just spot Kapshi, that's going to be the end game of Kapshi. But RN Sonam gets a revival. 1971 wants to get into the fight, but they will be taken down by LXYT, who is solely fighting for the team as Sonam was using the first aid. Another zone pops in. Stranger left outside the zone as of now. Sanhok would like to move inside. Sonam, if Sonam spots Sanhok, that's going to be something. Sonam wants to fire on Sanhok. As Sanhok has been spotted, he just lies down. He wants to see if he spots Kapshi. But then Science Show will be taken down by Gole. Nepali Ho Ni is out there trying to win this game. Kapshi is a lone survivor, and 1971 Nightwing is 1 solo survivor for the team. Kapshi has been taken down. A1 Esports makes out their exit on 5th position. Sanhok, the solo survivor, once again taking his team to an incredible level, is trying to spot players, and RN Sonam, as you can see, and Alex Whitey inside that house. The zone favors Nepali Ho Ni. Will it be their game? A big question, as Lakhe and Gole are surviving. This is the end of KS Axe, ladies and gentlemen. 3 teams remaining, 2 players from each team. NHN versus 1971 versus Rising Nepal. Will Rising Nepal rise to get another chicken dinner, or will Nepali Ho Ni make an incredible comeback? 1971, living in 2020, wants to show their dynamic gameplay out here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see what happens. Nightwing and Rion, 2 players surviving. Sonam is out there with LXYT and Gole and Lakhe OP, 2 players from NHN. 2 versus 2. This is the final circle, ladies and gentlemen. After this, it's gonna be the end game, and Gole was spotted, has been taken down with an incredible headshot. Is it the end of him? Yes, it was. It's 5 players remaining. 2v1 situation as Rising Nepal trying to go for a win out here. And Tryon has also been spotted. His health is really low right now. And this will be end of 1971 2v1 situation. Nepali Ho Ni fighting for their supremacy. They spotted him, and Cole has been taken down. Lucky versus Alex Whitey. Alex has been spotted. This is the end game. Nepali Ho Ni with another chicken dinner in their hands. Oh my god!
And that was a clutch from Lakhe as well. He got both of them with 5 kills for this man and a lot of kills for this entire team. I think that was 14 in total for the side of Nepali Ho Ni. And once again, we are just so close. Is anyone gonna hit the 20 kills mark in one game?
2 more games remaining.
Yeah, 2 more games remaining. That is going to be the target to beat, because now earlier we saw one team get 3 chicken dinners, and now Nepali Ho Ni, they are just pushing in for that first position spot. A1 eSports, they tried their best, but the funniest thing was those kills being taken away, and in the way that those things happened. Because as soon as A1 got that one knock from the player of Nepali Ho Ni, first it was RN. Like, it was in an instant. Knock, RN. Okay, I'll take the kill. Then they got another one. Okay, 1971 Gladiators. We'll take that one.
Yeah, I mean, this is one thing that happens.
You need to finish, basically.
You need to finish. You need to have those skills. Once you start spraying and once someone gets knocked, you don't go for a reload. If you have your eyes set on that person, you just go for the spray. You empty your magazine in that one person. Doesn't matter. All that accounts is that you should be having one kill. If you did so much effort, because especially in the map of Sanhok, first things, you can't spot your opponents as they are just one with the nature. But if you spot them, you just shoot on them. If you shoot on them, you try to
kill them.
Yeah, anything. And you just go for
another
it.
thing. Okay, we are saying this, and we are saying this based on the situation towards the end. In the earlier stages of the game, you can definitely go for the knock and bait, wherein you knock down one player from one team, and then you just try and bait and see if other teammates come in for the revive, and then you finish
at that time. You
can
do that.
Exactly. But in the later stages, especially when there is constant fighting going on, and especially in an area that close to boot camp, you just go and finish everyone you can. You don't bait anyone. You do whatever it takes to end a man's life.
Yeah, I mean, you need to do that. But then Nepali Ho Ni won it in an incredible way, and we would like to see who is the MVP of this match.
I think it's going to be...
Because, I mean, probably.
It is
but then we have Lakhe OP with 5 kills in his bag, 730 damage. See, they have 2.9 kilometers of distance covered because they did not do that much rotations. But then, they were quite consistent, and 25 minutes and 48 seconds was the survival time. Of this player and also the game as well. So 5 kills, it's a really good number. So considering the fact that you were one of the last players to survive from your team, and you actually took your team to an incredible way. Sonam was taken down, Alex Whitey was taken down, and they were waiting for the team to fight from 1971. As when they took the fight, when RS took the fight from 1971, that was the time the circle started shrinking. So they just took the fight. They ended a team. After that, they just had to get inside the zone, and Lakhe, they were ready. NHN was ready for them to come into the zone and take their life, and that is one thing that they did. Now, we saw the first player. Let's go for the top 5 players as well.
Yeah, top 5 players, definitely we have to look at those stats, and it is going to be RN Sonam with his 6 kills and 768 damage, 1 headshot on number first. A1 Esports Kapshi with 6 kills as well, damage slightly less than Sonam. He is sitting on 698 damage with 2 headshots. On the third is going to be our MVP for this second match. It's going to be Lakhe OP from Nepali Ho Ni with 5 kills, 730 damage, 1 headshot. On fourth is going to be Rising Nepal's Alex YT with 4 kills, 872 damage. And on fifth, it's going to be Gole from Nepali Ho Ni as well with 4 kills, 479 damage. And one thing, Ocean, I want to discuss was the interesting situation where it was R3D Devils and DF Rayo going up against each other. They were, like, for them, it was a pretty even fight, but they... R3D Devils, they did not take into account that Nepali Ho Ni was on their backs, and then they just gave away their information. Right, here we are, this is where we are fighting from, you know who we are fighting, so you can basically just go in on us.
Yeah, I mean, see, that should not be happening in any stage.
You need to watch your backs.
Yeah, you kind of need to watch your backs. And in a map like Sanhok especially, you need to watch your backs, because a smaller map means that enemies are closer to your backs. And they just... See, on a map like Miramar that's going to come as a next map, you can have long range spray. So on that you will be using 6 times, and sometimes the recoil actually juggles and you are not able to hit the spot. But then out here, it's gonna be red dots, holographics 2 times, 3 times, and in that, obviously, it's easier to control the stuff. So that's one of the things. But then we are gonna go for a head-to-head between two players. One's gonna be Lakhe OP and one's gonna be Sonam, because R and Sonam took their team to second position.
Yeah.
And Lakhe obviously taking the team to first. So 6 kills and 5 kills. Look at the damage. 768 and 730. It's barely like, equal. But one thing that I like about Lakhe is
Healing.
just, yeah, 12.
That means, was this man even taking any hits? Basically,
You tell
some
me.
damage from the first zone. I don't know. What does 12 damage? How do we heal for 12 in one game? Just 12.
Maybe he
And
just
yeah,
jumped and he just got his 12 HP or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the gods are saying that thing. I just heard that in my mind. So maybe he just jumped or something. But then 3.39 kilometers was his distance and 2.99 was Lakhe's distance covered. Both had one hit shot. Seems like a good thing. But grenades, obviously, Sanhok is kind of a low game on throwable part.
A low game on throwable part in the early stages, but in the ending, when the ending phase, we do see a lot of nades being thrown at random just because you want to catch someone off guard.
Yeah.
That's basically a luck. But let's have a look at the standings and see where the other teams are from Nepali Ho Ni's point of reference, who are first with 34 points to their name. Then second is Rising Nepal X on the second. A1 Esports managing to be on the third with 16 points to their name. KS Axe are going to be on the fourth with 13 points. 1971 Gladiators are going to be fifth with 12 points. Team 7C once again making it to the top 8 with 8 points to their name. They are going to be sixth. R3D Devils with the 7th position, 7 points as well. And Damn Classy are going to be 8th with 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good thing. The one thing that I like is first, second, and third team, they went for kills. Really, in a really good number.
Yeah.
14, 11, and 19. Those are 24 kills combined for the first 3 teams only. And moving on to the next half of the table, SOLTISQUAD is on 9th as of now. I mean, second, 2 placement points and 3 kills. This was kind of an early exit for a team that actually won the first game. And then KTM Rage is out there on 10th. Ultimate Bang on 11th. JAZEERA on 12th. Jeffrey on 13th. Wolfsden on 14th, NoRules on 15th, and INES. I mean, it's a bad day for INES or something, but then
that was
and
just,
even for Wolves as well.
Yeah, Wolfsden and INES just being a little bit unlucky, especially INES, the position they were caught out in boot camp, a place where if you do not find a gun within the first 5 seconds you land, you are basically a dead man walking.
I mean, yeah, that's one thing that happens. And INES, see, I mean, they could make their mistake because they're in the first half of the table,
Yeah.
in the first area, first quarter of the table, so
Yeah.
they can make a mistake. But then, if they know a team is actually going near them and they are landing on with those parachutes, they might try to glide to some area or something like that.
Exactly, that is a really common strategy. And talking about gliding, a map in which you can glide a lot is Miramar, just because it's so big. We have that map coming up after a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma. We started the 6th day and the final day of the group stages with 4 games to go. Now we are down to 2.
I mean, those were some incredible games, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I saw, keeping all the other 5 days aside and these 2 games aside, I think these 2 games are totally about domination. When a team is winning, they're either having 18 kills or 1v2s, 1v3 situations like that is what is happening in the final circle. Like previous game, NHN, incredible. First game, SOLTISQUAD. Mostly teams try to go and acquire the best landmass they can have, but SOLTISQUAD acquired land and water at the same time, throwing grenades in water, trying to. They were like, player from RN were like, we'll R3D. Player from R3D, Private 7 was like, I'll stay behind that airdrop. They can't shoot me, and they were like.
Who needs guns? Who needs guns when you have a nade that's just gonna blast those pellets in your body and finish you off? Doesn't matter if you're on land, doesn't matter if you're on water, and does not matter if it's a 1 versus 2 situation, as Lake OP showed us in that last game on Sanhok. 1 versus 2 situation, final clutch coming in, and we hardly get to see that. I mean, during the games, we always saw 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4 happen, and a lot of those as well, but 1 versus 2 towards the end, that was the first one this time. And as we were saying in the match on Erangel, this entire South Asia group stages for PMCO 2020 Spring Split, it has been about one against many. That has been the theme of it, because you get to see those sort of plays almost every single day.
I mean, yeah, that is totally true. You get, I mean, the majority of the fact, the fact of the matter is that players are in a map like Miramar. That's the one that we're gonna see right now. Players would like to go for a dynamism, maybe because the previous match INES landed down, got contested, kind of died at an early stage. Now Miramar is gonna be a dynamic area. Even if they go for Lost Leonis and there is another team that wants to come to the Lost Leonis area, they are gonna rotate and try to go to other areas, and they might survive the day or something like that. That's one of the things. El Pozo, it's a big area, fairly big area, but then there are gonna be different buildings. You land at one spot, your opponents land at the other. Even if you are trying to contest, there might be fairly a chance that you just run away from that location instead of dying first, instead of that early exit, because no team would be wanting that. And 2 teams that are going to be in a nick of trouble right now is going to be Nepali Ho Ni. That team can be contested. I mean, not for the position, but teams would like to eliminate that team in an early stage just to bring them morale down for the final match. And maybe if a team that's kind of struggling to survive, they eliminate NHN, that can be a big upset, and it's going to give them a boost, maybe something like that.
Yeah, it might give them a boost, just because Nepali Ho Ni being taken out is going to mean that a huge contender that was creating that vacuum of points for the top spot is going to go away, and those points are going to be up for grabs for any team that can win that match, especially for the teams in the 3rd or the 4th quarter of the standings. But with that, before we start the 3rd game for the day, we are right in the halfway point. Let's have a look at the overall standings and see how the teams are doing till now. Nepali Ho Ni on the first position with 188 points have secured their spot for themselves. On the other side, Trusty Process dropped down, but not that much, are going to be on the 2nd position with 170 points. PNGaming are going to be on the 3rd with 149. Rivals X on the 4th with 144 points. A1 eSports on the 5th with 139 points. Elementrix dropped down 1 position from 5th to 6th with 137 points. PYRO Gaming are going to be on the 7th with 122 points, and JyanMaara on the 8th position with 120 points. Not much changing.
I mean, seriously, but one thing I would like to say, Nepali Ho Ni, if you guys are watching the stream and listening to it, your fans, and honestly, I would want to see you get a 100 kill mark. I mean, go for 10 kills in this game, and no pressure to be honest, but go for 10 kills in this game, go for 10 kills in next game.
No.
Why?
I want one team to at least hit the 20 kill in one match mark.
Okay,
Nepali Ho Ni,
go for 20 kills in this game. I don't know, but I want to see that you should be, because you are at that point right now. You have 80 kills in your bag. I would want to see this team hitting a 100 kill mark. Imagine the pure domination that this team can create if this team goes for 20 more kills in 1 or 2 matches combined and just hit that 100 kill mark. that is going to be huge for this tournament.
Yeah, that is going to be a statement from their side to all the other teams going into the semi-final stage. But moving on, let's have a look at the second quarter of the overall standings. We have Team Extreme on the 9th position, SOLTISQUAD on the 10th, Rising Nepal X on the 11th, Wolves Den on the 12th, Team T2K on the 13th, Vibes on the 14th, INES on the 15th, and Team Hype on the 16th. So 12 to 16, all these teams taking a slight dip just because of the performance SOLTISQUAD put up a little bit earlier. But moving on to the third quarter, we have Ultimate Bank 17th, R3D Devils on the 18th, Deadeye Guys on the 19th, 1971 Gladiators put up an amazing performance in the last game, are on the 20th kill, Mad G are going to be 21st, KS Axe are going to be 22nd, KTM Rage is going to be 23rd, and Damn Classy is going to be 24th.
Yeah, as of now, this is like the section where for which the teams are kind of fighting, and we'll have to see the final segment because that's going to be,
the danger zone.
Yeah. And out here, if you have to talk, see, TM officials, they have dropped drastically down because of other teams. BB ByeBye is gonna have to say bye-bye to the top 24 section for now. Team SBA as well. Team 7C, they have a chance to get into that because they are quite close. Not much close because as you can see, the total points are just 5 points. There's a 5 points difference between them and 25th position. We'll have to see what happens. WGxNoRules, they are dropping slowly down, but then they'll have to pick up the pace. JAZEERA desperately needs to pick up the pace. Defrio also is one of the teams that is on 31st and would like to pick up the pace to get to that 24 marks. These teams have 2 matches. 2 matches for a comeback. 2 matches to show their worth. 2 matches to bring up the best fight that they can. Let's see if they do it.
Yeah, and if my maths is correct, I think they need like 20 to 25 points in total just to be safe. On the safer side, considering that the teams that are playing are going to get some points for them as well. So 25 points in 2 games, that's going to be like 12 points per game. Combine that with the position that you're finishing in and the number of kills that you get. This is some sort of an average that you need to take into consideration and play according to that. Now, with that being said, the game on Miramar is live, and once again, an interesting trajectory coming in from the southern side of Porto, heading over towards the side of Crater Fields and Ocean. We always talk about ruins. Someone can actually this time make it.
I don't know, but then let's see. Porto Parasio, Los Leones, La Bandita, Menas Generales, Graveyard, Picardo, a really good area. San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, Water Treatment, El Pozo, Crater Fields. These are some areas. Trailer Park, no one wants to go to that area. Now, La Cobreria is a good area to contest. Chumacera, if teams would like to glide, they would like to glide, and they can glide to that area. Impala is also a good area. NHN is making a drop for Impala, if I'm not wrong, or if anything, they would like to take a car and go to some other areas. R3D is in Puerto Parasio. KTM can have an early fight with the team in Los Leones. Bang is going to some area. Along with them is SOLTISQUAD and NRC trying to glide to the left hand side. DC Pro Noob, as we can see, is going to a junkyard graveyard-ish drop, but then JZR is around Picardo, Montenuevo area, and RN is going to Hacienda, and they'll be contested by one of the teams if that happens. And KTM is out here for you guys alongside 1971. KTM Akshay, as we can see, is a lone survivor in Los Leones area as of now, and the zone is pretty centralized. This kind of zones are good. See, no water involved. This means each and every place is accessible.
Yeah, okay, as you were talking about KTM Akshay, his team landed in the same general location as you can see on the minimap, but where are his teammates? Because of 1971 Gladiators, they actually spot KTM Akshay. He is going to be in so much trouble. He's going to get engaged upon, he's going to get collapsed upon, and he is going to be taken out. The good thing for him is he has an Uzi, he has an M4, so he can use those to protect himself. But for how long against an entire squad? His teammates, they need to come in. But talking about coming in, this is DF Panda. He's on an early engagement against the player from back. He's going to drop Bikal and he's going to be finishing off. This was DF's first kill, first player exiting the game within the first 2 minutes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. South Asia, what is the deal with the teams over here?
South
and
Asia
Miramar,
is incredible. South Asia
they don't
players
care
are
about
incredible.
Miramar. They're like DMRs, who needs them?
Yeah, but still, South Asia is like, I mean, to be honest, this is one of the best leagues that I have casted, and I'm really proud of that thing.
Yeah,
because,
same
see,
here.
we get really good players, we get really good audience, that there is incredible moderators, to be honest, and obviously the production obviously does its job in an incredible way. And out there, if you can see, Salty is alongside with DF and Bang LDT. See, Bang LDT, Bang squad is kind of in a bit of a trouble as they lost one player, and DF Salty AJ is kind of in the middle of in a sandwich situation as
Yeah.
Panda is on one side, Steel Shot and MR7 on the other, but then they can be contested by Extreme as well. Extreme, being the MVP of the first game, is ready for another fight. Rusin and Nima can have that high ground advantage, but they will have to make the most out of it. They can do it with if they have a good scope. That's an important factor. 3x, 4x, 6 times, or maybe 8 times scope if they have that. But look at MR7 moving forward. He is really close to Salty AJ. Will it be the game of DF or Salty? As Salty AJ has been contested from the other direction. He is trying to be safe, and Extreme takes down DF Steel Shot. Incredible teamwork, incredible support, and obviously would like to finish him. And Extreme once again, he took him down with an Uzi from that range. That's kind of
Yeah,
a good thing. That's a really good thing.
As I said, teams over here do not care about DMRs. They will fight with whatever they find. They are not scared to fight. That's the thing that I love about these teams, and that's the thing that I love about these players as well. All of them are just filled with that sweet, sweet aggression that you miss so much sometimes. But this time around, oh boy, Salty AJ, he could be charged upon by MR7. He is on the first floor of that building. MR7 trying to find an opening, but Salty AJ is going to charge down with that UMP. He's going to get taken out by MR7's Uzi. The rate of fire working in MR7's favor, and they are just going to finish him off. Loot his dead body, but MR7 has fallen quite low, and the other two players from the side of Salty, Rusin and Extreme, they can engage upon this three-man squad of DEF, and 2 versus 3, Extreme would still consider that a win, because this man can pull off a 1 versus 4. What is a 2 versus 3 for him? He's going to say the odds are in our favor. We are just going to win this fight no matter what.
Probably as of now, he would like to go for those kills, as kills are needed. Kills will be important, and kills should be in their hands if they want to contest for a really good position by the end of the day. And Salty is looking forward to it. They showed it by having an 18 kills game. Would like to go to 20. Would like to go for it and would like to make it happen. Rusin, on the other hand, has a barrel in his hands, and that barrel has an extended mag, extended 40 bullets. Those 40 bullets are gonna make a really good impact. And look at that thing. See, the one thing I like about PUBG is the attention to detail. His backpack has that ornament that's
And it
swaying
swings,
from
yeah.
it swings from left to right. This little detail, it matters. Each and every pixel, that is what PUBG takes into account when they are when they are coding the game, building the game, and all those things. Obviously, I'm not a coder, but then it's a hats off to PUBG's developers. They do such a lot of hard work to give these small details, to give this little details to us, and we enjoy sometimes in the game as well. And enjoyment comes in handy as Salty Extreme with that Uzi takes down MR7. I mean, Salty Squad's Extreme. He just does not need a big gun out here. He is going good with Uzi, a close range gun, and Rusin is gonna do his work. The homework that he started, Rusin is gonna end it up by finishing DFMR7. Boy, he's right out there, and thanks for coming. DF is kind of in a bit of a trouble right now as Punisher and Panda, 2 players surviving, and Salty, they lost 1 player, but then they are not faced by it as they are going in for a fight once again. See, Bang's player was out here, but Bang has moved away from this direction.
And it was a 2 versus 3, but now it is still a 2 versus 3, but in Salty's favor, because Nima just came in from a far off distance, and now the players from the side of Defrio, they are forced to run away, they are forced to run for their lives. But the question I have for you guys is Salty gonna allow that, or else Salty Squad just gonna chase them and finish them off for taking one of their players out of the game? That is gonna be interesting. Over on the other side, DF Panda managing to recover the UMP for himself is gonna have an interesting time for the future fights. UMP is a pretty good gun from mid to short to mid ranges, can be really useful, is pretty accurate, and if you can put it to a good use, the person it did not work out from was from the side of squad just because the gun on the other side being used was an Uzi, and Uzi's rate of fire at a close range is I don't know what analogy to use.
You remember the first day?
Again, someone just naded themselves. It is R3D's IR2.
I mean, talking about Uzi. Oh,
what?
2 grenades on him and he just ended himself. That was kind of unfortunate. We'd like to see where R3D's players are as of now, because all the other 3 players, they'll have to see what happened. Season, Private, and Kagura. What just happened out there with IR2? I mean, see, they are 1,000 meters away from the zone, but then you could have used a car instead of
a nade.
Yeah, but then what just happened? And Maybe he had to go
Okay.
somewhere and maybe he could not, but then he could have just survived or something. I don't know what just happened, or it was something different of a thing. We'll have to see. But meanwhile, R3D currently struggling with the zone as well. They'll have to get into the zone as we are talking. But one of the major things out in this, in all of these fights is the zone is kind of centralized. There is
Yeah.
no water area. So this means the players will have a lot of ground for them to play on. The players will have a lot of ground to actually, combine their skills. See, look at this. Picardo, San Martin, the zone can shift
San
to anywhere.
Martin. Wow.
Hacienda is
Yeah.
kind of open right now. No one is in
And
Hacienda, San Martin.
yeah, and the second day we saw the fights happen in Hacienda, and it was just incredible being able to see the level of aggression. Look at this, R3D, where IR2 died. These three players are still there in the blue zone. On the other side, KS is a team, another team in the blue zone as well. On the other side, Wolves, they are trying to make their way in, and RN as well. A1 Esports are gonna be having a easier rotation just because they are on the northern side of Creative Fields, and there is no one there. A team that is not going to have an easy rotation is going to be Bang, just because KTM is in their way. 1975 could put third party their fight, or they could be spotted out by SOLTISQUAD, who are just going to look to expand their kill feed. But once again, the zone moves, and San Martin and Hacienda are what it is favoring. The first airdrop coming in with the MK14, the suppressor for the rifles, and the level 3 armor and helmet.
Yep, suppressor AR alongside with that MK is gonna be a beast of a gun in close range, and that's gonna be a really good thing if someone uses it. Meanwhile, El Pozo area 7C and INES are the two teams that are out here. But Brave, as you can see in that El Pozo Ring Arena area, and 7C's players are moving in forward as soon as they can. Demon OP is currently behind the charge, and 7C's Pathetic is leading the charge of Demon OP, and Hades is moving to the left-hand direction. Nepali Ho Ni is out here for you guys. Gole is driving that Mirado. Look at him. Look at the swag that this guy is carrying while driving that Mirado. This looks really good. He has that polar bear set that just came in with the PUBG's update. That was an incredible polar bear set, and this guy is so lucky he has it. See, I did not have enough UC to actually take it, and I could not. And I mean, I like the set, but I'm kind of jealous of the guy as he has it right now, to be honest. But then he looks good with driving that Mirado. And No Rules on is out here for you guys along the Picardo area. And this is really good. And 7Cs, they started their rotation from El Pozo. They are currently near this mountain area. And talking about, okay, skins and all. Guys, I would like to ask you, which is your favorite skin in the game? It can be cloth skin, it can be gun skin. You can just comment down your favorite skin, and obviously, see, some people have some favorites. Some people want some favorites, and Saluwaiti will be a favorite kill for Akshay right now as we are talking, as he takes him down with M4. Normal M4 as well. I mean, no Glacier or something, because that would have been outshined out here. And Saluwaiti, he is slowly and steadily bleeding out away from his team of 1971 Gladiators. A good kill coming in Akshay's hands, and this is gonna be the first kill for them. But I think 1971 players, I can spot them. Nightwing is coming out there, but so far the damage has been done. And Nightwing, will he try to move out there? And did someone molly themselves?
Yeah, it was Atom. He just burned himself alive. What
Oh.
is going on? First, we see a man drop not just one but two nades on himself. Now we see a man burning himself alive. Oh boy, oh boy. As I say, things are always interesting on Miramar. It is too hot. Sometimes you do not
zones.
feel like you want to live on this island. You just like, I landed on myself.
Yeah, look at this. Gole was really close to 97 Science and Science has spotted him. Science would like to go for a spray. Will he be able to spray? Because M4 and 6 times is going to do some damage. Will it be incredible? Yes, it's going to be incredible as Gole is moving forward. No damage done on him as of now, but Gole knows that he has to be safe. Meanwhile, NHN squad is moving on them. Reaper, Vcash, they can be spotted. Science with that AKM right now in his hands, but will this AKM do some damage? I don't think so. They'll be moving forward as well. An airdrop coming in with that AWM, the Arctic Warfare Magnum in Picardo's area, right near Picardo's main arena building. Vcash is once again trying to spot some players. If he does it, we'll have to see can he cash them out, because he has an Uzi and a Scarl. Really good combination of guns. Both are good spray guns. Like one is for the fairly closer ranges, and Scarl can go good with mid to long range if you play your cards right and spray. Gole, Lakhe and Reaper are moving forward. We'll have to see what happens as they try to make their way through graveyard area. Bad Boy has been spotted by Sham, and that was a good spray, but it's just the fact of the matter that it did not hit Bad Boy as of now. It might have done some damage to his van, but as of now, Bad Boy is kind of safe. Yep, he is really, really safe as of now. And this team has to move into the zone 570-ish meters. When will they do it? That's a question, because as of now, 40 seconds are left, and San Martin is kind of an area which is inside the circle. Rest assured, each and every team kind of has to move inside the circle.
Yeah, Nepali Ho Ni, they are going to be in a bit of trouble if they go straight for the zone, because they have a squad right in front of them, and they have to be really careful as to how they peek these ridges. And okay, one funny moment when Gole was getting shot at, he was in his car. His car flew, man. The man made a car fly. He was so scared of dying, and that's how it should be. If you get shot at, just try and run away, try and find cover, and then wait for your teammate if you are isolated, so that when you are taking a fight, you will have an advantage in that fight. But right now, the squad from the side of Nepali Ho Ni, they have just made it towards the edge of this circle, so they are going to be pretty much safe. But now, they are going to look to rotate into the next one. But on the other side, we have DF and Salty going up against each other. The players are dropping each other, and Salty is fighting the players from KTM as well. Nima, he's going to take a knock, and DF Panda, he could go down at any given second. Extreme going down. Rusen is going to take a knock as well from DF Panda. Panda, he was just surviving with 10% health, and that's going to be it. SOLTISQUAD was taken out in the 16th position after getting a chicken dinner on the last day. Just not keeping up the same level of performance again and again. But on the other side, DF, this could be good for them, or this could be really, really bad.
Like we said, yeah, a team wants a big thing. They would have to, take down a team that was ruling the party, and they took down SOLTISQUAD. No one expected that, and that just happened. I mean, you cannot go for that right now, Salty. You kind of needed those points. Easy Felix OP and Sincere have been taken down by Rising Nepal, Sonam, and LXYTS. Felix OP has also been finished. So I think DC is kind of in a lot of trouble right now, and Rising Nepal is rising once again. Previous game was second. Right now, they would like to aim for the first position. A1 ES Sinister YT has taken down one player, and this is bad because Kapshi, look at Kapshi's position. He knows Ironic is out there in that vehicle. He does not want to make a move. He wants them to move forward so that he can catch them off guard. Look at Kapshi. I mean, seriously, if Newton Ironic move from this direction, it can be easy kills for him. And Kapshi can spot him. Kapshi has spotted him. He would like to spray on him. Can he do that? That's going to be one of the things. But Kapshi is letting them go forward right now. And Kapshi is moving inside. But he should be aware that two players of Wolves are still there. A1 ES Sinister trying to spot another team, that is NRC. No rules. They don't obey any rules right now because they want those skill points as well. Bang! LDT was spotted by R3D's players. R3D, they lost a player by themselves, but then they are still ready for a fight as they are in the zone, and A1 ES Kapshi will have to make a move for the zone right now, but then he's moving in kind of a different direction. But now he just switched himself.
How did he get away from that situation? Wolves, they had his eyes on him, and Kapshi, how did this man survive that onslaught from the squad of Wolves? They spotted him, they did some damage, but still he managed to run away. And next level play coming in from the side of Kapshi. On the other side, he was in a lot of trouble because his teammates were focused on the other side. They were busy fighting themselves. And KTM Warhead on the other side is just going to go on JAZEERA. Inthi being knocked out. But now, bang, they have their crosshairs set on R3D. And KTM, they are looking to come in from the behind. You can see their names in the distance. They could collapse in at any given moment. But bang, they have to be careful. As Ocean said, R3D, one player was knocked out, was killed off. He killed himself earlier, but Kagura is going to be spotted out, and he's going to be knocked down by YCL. YCL just from the amazing position. And now they have the bang. They have the man advantage, the nade being cooked, and it was being thrown, the Molotov being thrown in as well, just to zone off some players. Season, he is going to be able to spot out LDT, who was trying to rotate and go in from the flank, but he has a VSS. He fired one shot, missed it, and now L3D is going to come in. Oh, DF Panda is going to fall down, and Defrio is going to be taken out of the game. YCL being spotted, and Season, he has the VSS. Is he actually going to start landing the shots and take down YCL? He misses most of them. R3D Kagura is going to be taken down by the blue zone. YCL is just running. He is running for his life. R3D Season, you need to at least get this kill for your team. Private on the other side, he has dropped quite low as well, and he is taking some damage from the blue zone. Kagura, once again, he was knocked down by the blue zone. He is going to be, they are going to try and revive, or at least try and recover some stuff from his box that drops, and Kagura is going to be taken out. Yeah, and we have to see if the remaining players of R3D actually survive and make it.
R3D is having a bad map, Miramar, right now. That's going to be one of the things. And Lake OP Vcash, as you can see, out there. Machine goes good with his SKS, takes down 7C's Aruz. As we are talking, Bang LDT has that MK14. 7C Hits has also been taken down by Machines. SKS Ultimate Bang is a squad that's kind of outside the zone, but right now they just made their way inside the zone as we are talking. And KS Reed is low on health. And as you can see, Ifti and Sanhok, they'll have to make a cover for themselves. But then 7C's is slowly and steadily dropping. Pathetic is out there. Hades OP is out there. KS Mehraj is trying to move in as easy as he can. Science takes down one player with his M416. KS Mehraj would like to make out that early drop as he can. And Alex YT has spotted Bang squad. R3D season has been taken down. I think Bang is in a good spot as of now. But then they'll have to see if R and Alex YT takes them down. Science with a grenade finishes JAZEERA. Sham. Bang YCL takes down R3D season. I think just one player of R3D is left, if I'm not wrong. And Vcash has been spotted by Alex YT. Will Alex YT go for this spray? Because this spray, if it damages the car, it's going to damage Vcash as well. Ironic takes on KS Mehraj. Vcash has been taken down as we were talking. So I think NHN is kind of in a lot of trouble. But Bang YCL, they would like to steal that kill, that knock of Vcash if they can do it. But then another car, another trade coming in out there. Bang YCL has been taken down by KTM Ramos for the win. And this will be a revival for NHN. This seems good. But then Bang is kind of in the open and in a lot of trouble. KTM Ramos for the win has been taken down by R3D Private, and 1971 and JZR, they are in the trouble. So look at Inti. His health is going down. Neo can be taken down. Just 1 HP left, and Tryon will take down Neo, and Inti is outside the circle. If he just stays there, it's going to be endgame for them. And I think Inti cannot take this fight in his hands. This is going to be one of the bad things for him. And will he be giving kill points? Yes, he's giving kill points. He should not have done that. He should have waited. But I think 1971 is too kill strong as of now.
Yeah, he was stuck in a really bad situation. He was taking damage from the zone. He had a team in front of him. His teammate got knocked out. There was nothing the man could do for his team, 1971 Gladiators. But on the other side, we have INES who make it into the zone. Once again, the zone is going to be quite in the open, just the mountains being there. And quite unfortunate, we do not have one of the best snipers we have seen in this game so far, in this tournament so far. But Nepali Ho Ni on the other side, they are not looking to stop. Look at this. RN, they are challenging the leaders. They are challenging the #1 team. Nepali Ho Ni, Lake OP, the man, the MVP from the last game being taken out already. And Vcash, oh, he just charges in 1 versus 2 against Bang. He's going to be killed off. SS, you have to finish that, my man. Or KTM, they are going to take that one. Who gets it? Who gets it? Oh, I just am waiting for the kill feed to show who actually got that kill. But on the kill feed, as you can see, INS is wreaking havoc on the team of 7C. And Hades is going to retaliate.
Really wrong decision by Nepali Ho Ni, as KTM Warrior is using this Mini 14 in the open. And that is really, really bad. Full squad has also been kind of in a bit of a trouble right now. And Will Snipe gets down. And NRC hack shot, obviously. Oh my god.
Why?
That was a bad decision. Because, I mean, see, this is one thing that happens. If the zone is quite out in the open, you don't get that area where you can take a fight in your hands. RN, I think Rising Nepal, they were trying to take their revenge from Nepali Ho Ni, and they kind of became successful in that. JAZEERA gets eliminated on 10th position as well. We are down to top 9 teams, 29 players alive. Ole goes down, and Lake OP just still surviving for his team. Would like to give revive to Gole as well. 7C Pathetic also goes down, but KTM Warhead is moving forward. Wants to move forward, but just wants to see his surroundings if he is safe or not. Nightwing takes on 7C's Pathetic. Gole goes down with a grenade. Lake OP also goes down. That is the end of Nepali Ho Ni on 9th position. That was really unfortunate. And Rising Nepal was for Kapshi. 1 HP. He was just left on 1 HP. Oh my god, that was something insane.
Yeah, Kapshi just barely managing to survive, and this could be it. This could be the teams in the lower standings making it in. But A1 Esports, you have to be careful for them as well. You have to be careful of INES as well. On the other side, KTM 1971 Gladiators just still going head to head and are still in that fight. Batrev, he's going to drop KS Ifti, and Batrev is going to get another drop for himself. 1971, Ryan, he is going to go for the players of KTM, but now DC Atom, he's barely in the zone. He's barely in. I mean, if you look at his back, it looks like he's out, but he is still in
the zone. That's all that he is. And Akshay can spot Ryan, and one more shot. If the shot lands good, then it's gonna be a party for Akshay because he's gonna get it. But then 97-1 gets eliminated by KTM Warhead. That was something. We are down to 6 teams, 20 people alive, and everyone wants to make a move inside the zone. 7C Demon OP was taken down by KTM Warhead. And look at this. Look at this. Look at Crazy. He just did some over overcommitment just to loot that drop, and he's dropping the loot for his player, that is Sonam as well, and he's once again going for that overcommitment. That seems really good. That's kind of a thing that we need. But then RN Alex White has been taken down. Crazy will have to see if he can just make it to the zone. Yes, he makes it to the zone. He would like to pop up a first aid once again. He's just dropping loot for his teammates, but then that's going to be something. A1ES Sinister has been taken down. 7C's Aruz gets down by INES. This can be the game of this can be the
7C
opening.
and Damn Classy are outside the zone.
Yeah, Damn Classy.
Rising Nepal, they make it.
Atom was outside the zone and he actually wants it. A1ES kind of in a bit of a trouble right now. Damn Classy gets eliminated, does not give a skill point. That was a really good decision by him. 5 teams winning, 17 players alive. 7C Hates has also been taken down. INES, as we said, they are kind of in a bit of a trouble. Evil Eye goes down as we were talking. A1ES can actually take a good fight as they want another chicken dinner. If they go for it, that will make a good difference. And KTM Akshay trying to go for with that M16. 7C gets eliminated. 4 teams, 15 players alive at the area. It's a 4v3 situation. Make it a big number because right now players are going down. Rising Nepal losing their players. Alex Whitey was taken down, and A1ES is looking for a fight, but KTM Akshay spots them, goes for one shot, hits that one shot. A1ES Dante goes down by INES Machine. So A1ES is taking fights from 2 directions, KTM and INES, and Alex Whitey has been taken down by Stranger, having a kill. But look at Prerak. He is a lone survivor for the team, but has 4 players on his left hand side. That is A1ES. 4 players versus that 1 player. Can he just clutch it for his team? That is going to be a big question. Meanwhile, A1ES, oh my god, this airdrop, AWM, will it be put to use out in this, or will the level 3 helmet and vest are the things that are going to be looted out of this airdrop? But A1ES is spotted, but Machine has to get inside the zone. That SKS can be favorable, that Scarl can be favorable, but will he make it? Because he has to find a safer spot where he should not be spotted, but he can spot everyone. That is going to be the beauty of Miramar. That's going to be the beauty of the final circle. 13 players alive, 4 teams remaining, 7 circle is coming right for you.
INES with all 4 members alive, A1 Esports with all 4, KTM with all 4, and Prerak is the only man who does not have his squad mates with him. This is going to be complete squad brawl stare, taking a lot of damage. Evil Eye as well, and KTM, they are going for INES this time around, but INES, they have the cover of the ridges. Once again, Miramar is the map of ridges, and KTM, they have the circle on them, so the pressure is on the other teams to actually get in and try and contest KTM, try and take them out of this game. Prerak, he's just lying there, but Brave, he spots out one, but he is not going to take that shot on the players from the side of A1 Esports. But Kapshi is not going to return the favor. He's going to drop there first, being knocked down, and now Kapshi is going to look to take on the other players from that other squad, INES, but they still have the cover. But Rave, he has to do something to get it back for his team, and Kapshi being spotted. This could spell trouble on the other side. Sinister and Stranger, they have gone low. Evil Eye from the side of INES has been taken down as well, and INES, they started out quite strong, but now they are in trouble. But Brave is going to drop down Dante, the man who was trying to charge it, and he is going to finish him off as well. A1 Esports with 3 people alive. Evil Eye has been taken down. There, he's going for the revive. KTM Akshay, he's quite low. Ramos, he's quite low as well. But here comes the squad of KTM, and on the other side, A1 Esports Kapshi, he is going to drop. But Brave Warhead, he is still looking to charge in. Akshay as well. They are trying to spot these 2 other squads that are fighting it out right now. KTM, they still haven't made a move, but now they come in. Ramos taking on Te is going to drop him down. Suraj on the other side was knocked down himself, and look at Prerak. He is still just lying there. He's still slaking. Machine is going to take out Akshay of this game.
Oh my god, 8 people alive, 4 teams remaining. Machine is out there for INES, and A1ES has Stranger and Kapshi. KTM is 4 players strong, but Prerak can change that game in just 1 second because no one knows his location. KTM does not know his location. Now they will as he goes for it. Akshay has been taken down with that M4. Now no, there was a player behind them. You need to watch your back literally, and that's one thing they did not do. Now he knows he'll have to change his location because 1 player is out there on his left. That is Rose. He'll try to go for it and will do some damage and will finish him obviously. Kapshi takes on Prerak. I mean, no one thought of it. I thought KTM will be doing it, but then A1ES goes for it, and A1ES after that gets eliminated with 7 kills on 3rd position. We are down to 2 teams, guys. 1v4. Machine, you are a machine. You got 2 kills. You can make it 6 right now. This is a gamble. You need to play it out, and you need to play it out real good. He spots 1 player, but then that is going to be a bad thing because I think he is low on health. They need to spray inside this area. They have his number. They have his location. This is going to be something, but he manages to take down 1 player. Would like to finish it. The smoke has been taken out, and that will be the end of it. KTM gets that win.
Yeah, that was a really good decision making from the side of Machine, using that smoke to fight around it. And had it been there for a couple of more seconds, who knows, this man could have actually wiped out an entire squad. And once again, we would have seen that 1 versus 4 situation. The last time Extreme did it, he was in a close combat situation, and the entire team just ran into him like he was a meat grinder and they were the meat. But this time around, it was a fight out in the open, and using that smoke and that spray coming in, that was just a perfect read. Like, he knew where the car was, he knew where the buggy was behind the smoke, and he fired there just to be able to catch someone off guard.
I mean, seriously, if one of the things that actually surprised me about this match was the smoke timing.
Yeah.
The smoke was there. He ate one person, 3 were left, and so that was one of the things that. Imagine if the smoke was there for a bit long. They could have. I mean, they could have fired inside the smoke, but then would that have been enough, as they did not have a clear vision? But as the smoke went down, it just gradually faded. They had a clear vision, 2 players running. They knew where to take their shot, and that was the end of INES at that moment. Otherwise, Machine, we know he has the capability. He could have actually taken it, but KTM, I think Warhead has 7 kills in his bag, if I'm not wrong. And those 7 kills, I mean, they are gonna put this team of that one person. That one person has 7 kills. So those kills racking up, they're gonna put this team in a really, really good spot at the end of the day.
I want to see how many kills Nepali Ho Ni got. Because I want to see if they are actually,
that 100
how far away they are from that 100
Please
kills.
give us that already.
I mean, everybody is asking for it. We are asking for it. Your fans are asking for it. People who are supporting the other teams, even they want to see that 100 number in that kill section.
Maybe because that's going to show a pure sheer domination by one team. So maybe, see, no pressure, just play your game, because when you play your game, you always, outshine, and that's one thing that we'll be expecting from this team. But then we are gonna go for this map's stats, and starting for the stats, we're gonna go for the MVP. And if I'm not wrong, KTM Warhead should be that guy. Yes, KTM Warhead, 7 kills, 1032 damage, 26 minutes and 15 seconds was his survival time, alongside 7 kilometers of the distance. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot, but Miramar, once again, is a really big map. And traveling 7 kilometers, still being alive, and on the other side, KTM, really good decision making from this entire squad, managing to keep all their players alive in any given situation until the later stages of the game, wherein it just got really hard because you had 3 full squads, and then just one guy prayed. He should not have fired.
I mean,
he should have stayed just lying there till there was just himself and an entire squad, so he could have made it into top 2, a few extra points.
Probably. Yeah, but then we are going to go for the next set of stats, and we're going to see what the top 5 players that actually, pulled it out of the bag. And that is one. Oh, okay, we are going to go for the squads first, squad standings. Yeah, so we're going to see the standings, and obviously KTM Rage on the first position, 14 kills in their bags. INES on second, A1 eSports on the third, and Rising Nepal on the fourth. 19-7 Gladiators on the fifth, Damn Classy on the 6th, Team 7C on the 7th, and Defree on the 8th. This means, see, Nepali Ho Ni, as of now, we cannot see them in the top 8 as of now. We'll have to see what's their position and what are their kills, as we'll be looking for the next set.
Yeah, we have to see where they are exactly, but I think Nepali Ho Ni are pretty much comfortable on that first spot. A1 eSports on the other side, they have to put an amazing number if they actually want to contest that spot, or if they want a comfortable standing. But talking about INES, A1 eSports, Nepali Ho Ni pretty much securing their place in the top 24. Are just going to sit there and relax during the game of Vikendi, I guess. But moving on, we shall have a look at the next set of 8 and see where each squad finished. Nepali Ho Ni on the 9th. JAZEERA got 2 kills in that game, so still 18 more to go. SOLTISQUAD are on the 10th position. KS Axe is going to be 11th. Ultimate Bang is going to be 12th. Wolves Den is going to be 13th. R3D Devils are going to be 14th. JAZEERA is going to be 15th. And WGxNoRules, they are going to be 16th.
Yeah, as of now, see, JAZEERA had 2 placement points, but then that also still takes them down out of all the other teams because they had 0 kills. See, that is how things actually change in this in these kinds of maps of Miramar as well. The longer maps, you can have fights or you can avoid fights. On the part of avoiding fights, you get eliminated at one position. If you don't have kills, that's gonna change the pace of the game. So all those things actually matter.
Yeah, and up next after Miramar, there is just one thing left. It is going to be the last map on Vikendi, but that is going to happen after a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to the last game of PMCO Spring Split 2020 South Asia Group Stages. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, and we are at it. We are at the end of these group stages. This is going to be the last game being played on Vikendi, and we have groups B and D going at it.
I mean, each and every team has had their homework. Each and every team has done what it takes, and now at the end, what's gonna matter is how they are gonna perform, how they're gonna present themselves on this last game of the unpredictable of the unpredictables. Like the best of the best teams are out there. Nepali Ho Ni, can they hit that 100 kill mark? And they are still 18 kills behind,
Yeah.
but this team has that potential. Will any other team go for it, or will any other team try to contest them? That is also going to be one of the questions. What if they just stay on the 99 kill mark or something like that?
Ooh, that's just going to be unfortunate. But before we jump into the last game, let's have a look at the top 5 players from the previous game on Miramar and see who ended up where. We have KTM Warhead with 7 kills on the first position, over 1000 damage, slightly over 1000. On the second position is going to be KTM Akshay with 5 kills, 943 damage. INES Badrev is going to be third with 4 kills and 1000 damage as well. INES Machine is going to be fourth with 3 kills and almost 1100 damage. A1 Esports Kapshi is going to be fifth with 3 kills and 585 damage and 3 headshots to his name. So
yeah,
yeah.
this see, 3 kills, all 3 of them landed on the head. That's like that's a good thing, and that shows in the damage as well, because head is going to give you enough a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that he actually did. He compensated it. But KTM's 2 players, I would like to see who are the top 5 players overall as well, like at the end of the day, because I would like to see BB Tamim was actually on the top at that yesterday. Then he was taken out by on top. He was literally on top in that list. So I would like to see if someone from Nepali Ho Ni goes for it, or someone from the other team goes for it. So that's going to be one of the things that that might change the pace of the game as well at the end of the day. So those are some questions that I would like to think about. But one thing, Vikendi, I would like to ask you and our lovely audience one question. Where do you guys think where do you guys think the zone is gonna form? And I think I can see something. Yeah, hi audience, have an amazing day. I mean, seriously. But then just do comment down, where do you guys think the final circle is gonna be? Because see, Vikendi mostly starts with water, and Vikendi ends around land.
See, yeah, it starts with that, but this time I want things to be a little bit different. So I want the final circle to be as close to castle as it can be, just because someone needs to go there. It is a castle without a king, and without kings actually, and queens.
How
but
many kings do you need in
there
a castle?
is no one there. There is literally no one there. 1 would be fine, 4 would be amazing, but that place has been abandoned. It's like a barren wasteland. It's like ruins on Vikendi.
Okay, that's quite a good statement. I know. I mean, see,
Incompetitive though. Incompetitive. That's one.
Incompetitive. Like castle is a really good area, but then the loot amount is slightly. See, why people don't like to go to castle is, you see, it's compact.
Yeah.
But the loot is distributed. If it's compact, the loot should be in the compact area,
Yes.
but the loot is kind of distributed. And now with the addition of new guns, because MP5K was a new addition in 0.16 only. Before that, there was no MP5K. You kind of get good MP5Ks in castle, but for those things, you kind of have to move around all of the castle just to find where you can find those areas you can find those guns, where you can pick up those guns, and you can actually make them make a good use of those guns, because Vikendi is kind of an SMG-ish map.
And on castle, as Ocean said, to get the loot, to get the guns, you have to rotate around the outer premises of the entire building. As well, in the main buildings, you might find some weapons, but taking fights in that restricted area just puts you at a risk. You could be charged upon through like as a person pre-firing and entering a room. It might be able to take you out before you actually even realize what just happened.
Yeah, and in that thing, SMG pre-fires, to be honest, are much more deadlier than AR pre-fires, because in AR, see, no doubt, AR has a lot of damage, but SMG has that bullet speed, the bullet frequency, like Uzi.
Rate of fire.
Yeah, rate of fire, Uzi, Vector, these kind of guns with that incredible rate of fire. With a pre-fire, they're gonna be just like, snap, snap, crit, snap, snap, crit.
Yeah.
We can make a band out of it. Snap, snap, crit.
Sounds like a drum beat.
Yeah, no, mind. But yeah, seriously, we would like to see what actually Vikendi brings us to the table, because Vikendi, you said castle is gonna be an area.
I want it to be, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think for a change, I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
Seaman Factory might actually be there though.
I wanna see a zone dropping out on Villa. I wanna see a
Villa.
team contest Villa, and I wanna see team actually taking out good kills out of Villa, because
Yeah.
sometimes Villa seems like a good area. It can go for heal battles. I still remember one match, PMCO Fall Split, South Asia region, in which Soul was out there. Soul had an incredible chicken dinner in Villa. Like, Mortal was doing heal battle. He had 7 first hits. I still remember that, and I was jumping and shouting.
I remember
clip
that
went
match.
viral.
Yeah, I remember that match. That clip went viral, and everyone just went nuts at that exact moment.
I went nuts. There was that Goosebumps event. Right now it's just winter, but there was a Goosebumps event going all through the area, because I was like, will Soul clutch it? Because that guy is doing a first aid battle while other players are moving out. Clutch God was moving out. He was trying to pick up
Yeah.
clutch for kills for his team, while Mortal was inside. And that call by Mortal, you just go out, you just ram in front of everyone with blaze your guns, and I'll try and go for that heal battle, and he actually clutches it. I mean, that kind of game sense. I mean, each and every team, each and every player has it, but that kind of game sense combined with your impressive skills, you are a winner.
Yeah, the man is loved by an entire country and has put up amazing performances. But talking about amazing performances, we have to see if INES or Nepali Ho Ni, or if the teams in the lower below standings, be it JAZEERA, be it KTM Rage, be it 1971 Gladiators, which teams are going to be able to push it in. But now, let's have a look at a head-to-head. This time slightly different between team number 24 and team number 25. We have team 7C and Mad G in the head-to-head. 31 kills to 19 kills damage. Mad G is the team on the 24th position.
Look at one thing. They have 74 points. That is keeping them at 24th
Yeah,
position. And
just
they have
one.
73 points. Mad G is not playing today.
Alright,
If 7C goes for it, if 7C takes just 2 points, 1 kill and 1 position point, they will be in that spot. Guys, trust me, whosoever is a 7C fan, just spam 7C just to show your support, because 7C needs that support right now.
And a strat that I can help them with is going to be just let Aruz do whatever he wants.
Let him be one with the Let him be a polar bear out there.
The man gets his team into the top 3 every single time.
If Aruz is surviving, your team
Is going to be in the top 3.
Yeah, your team is making a name. Be it Miramar, be it Sanhok, be it anything. I mean, they just go for it. And Arrows is really good. Pathetic is really good. Like, the players actually have made a name for themselves. So we would like to see. But this is for 24th and 25th. And to be honest, all the players who are going to play this final game of today, all the best to you guys.
Yeah.
Make sure that you give out your best, because today is going to be the final game. And after this, from starting tomorrow, we'll be seeing 24 teams fighting with each other. But to be honest, this game today, it's going to be the best of the best, and may the best team comes out at the top. May the best team comes out at the top at the end of the overall scoreboards. But to be honest, make this match count, guys.
Yeah. All the best. These could be the best 25 minutes of your life, and you have to make them count. You have to put up the best performance of your life, of your career in this time, because this is PMCO, one of the biggest tournaments in the world anyway. And if you make it into the semi-finals, you will have the potential chance of making it into the finals, and from there on out actually making it into the pro
One
league.
more thing, one more thing to the chat as well. If anything, just support and keep on supporting, because the final match has started, and you just need to support your favorite team. Even see, sometimes your favorite teams die, but at the end you need to show one support that they performed. Once they will read the comments, they will be like, okay, even if we died, there are people that are chanting our name in positivity. That should be one of the things. As we're in the final game, from Hot Springs to Dobro, Mesto, Movatra, as you can see, Villa, Goroka, Dino Park, Abbey, Winery, Milnar, Vihar. These are good areas on the southern side. Meanwhile, Poduoso, Cement Factory, Mount Kresnik, Goroka, Villa, as we talked, and Castle is also on the areas where people can actually land. Cosmodrome is going to be slightly far away, but we are out here in the final game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see which team makes it count. Let's see which team actually stands up on top, because this is gonna be one thing. And look at this. Did you see KTM's Road's parachute? It's set together strong. That's a good line for community, and good line for each and every team. Together, you are strong. And look at, oh my God. See, it does not have castle. It does not have villa. And that circle is 40% on land and 60% on water. I mean, it's on the other side land as well, but then no one goes there, and that's going to be one thing. Meanwhile, we're going to see an early fight out here with Rising Nepal going to fight JAZEERA. On your screen, Sonam Prerak in one building, Alex Whitey on the other side, can spot Neo and Inti or Sham, and it's going to be something really bad for JZR if it happens. Sonam is trying to spot, Alex Whitey is trying to spot the players. I think JAZEERA or Rising Nepal. Rising Nepal would not want to make an early exit, but if they actually take down JAZEERA, it's gonna be something.
Yeah, none of these teams are gonna be hoping for that early exit or thinking that they will get the early exit this time around. But they have to be really, really careful. They have to think about what they are gonna do. On the other side, Alex Whitey with that G36C is going to try and find the players from JAZEERA. Will he be able to take them on? That is going to be the question. On the other side, Sham, he has the Bison in his hand, is once again using that free look mode with the third person perspective and is going to try and peek out those windows, try and spot the players from the squad of RN. Oh, has he spotted Crazy? And yes, he has the Bison doing the damage. Crazy being knocked out in an instant, but Alex Whitey is there. He is going to be able to revive his teammate, but he has to be careful as well. The good thing for him that might be is it's still 2.5 minutes in, so not enough utility, not enough throwables on anyone.
Imagine if they had a grenade out there in
Exactly.
their hands, and that would have, ended it up easy for JZR, because they have just done it. But Sonam and Prerak on one direction, they can spot Sham, and if they spot Sham, that's going to be something. But Prerak actually spotted Neo and took out some damage on him. I would like to see what happens, because JZR Sham is lone survivors in that building, while his teammates are on the other direction, other side of the map. Crazy will have to use some bandages or some utilities, as his health is slowly and steadily going up as we are talking. But then one of the major factors will be Sham. He will be a game changer for his team or for the opponent's team, because he is solo in that building. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the day. Final game for the qualifiers. Top 24 teams are going to go in the next round. And out of those top 24s, every team wants to make their name 7 seeds. This is going to be a make or break game for them. They'll have to make out that the position points. They'll have to make use of those skill points if they get it, because 2 points and they will have a good chance. Prerak was spotted, also was spotted, but Sham does not have a helmet or vest. My boy, you cannot peek. There should not be a peek happening. He was spotted and will be taken down. No helmet vest. That comes into play. Sonam gets it for the team, and JCR would like to move in. Inti was spotted, and Inti has been taken down. Sonam with 2 knocks in this stage, and Neo is also spotted, and that was a really, really good spray. Neo is down to 50 HP. JCR making early exit because Senti has been taken down. It's down to Neo, the lone survivor. Prerak has been given the call of moving forward. Each and every player is moving forward, RN closing in those 4 kills for themselves, and if that happens, I think it's gonna be something. Neo has a shotgun in his hands. He is dropping up a grenade right now. That shotgun, that G36C, will he be able to pull this 1v4? He has 50 HP, is using bandages right now, and so is Crazy. He is using one more thing, and Alex Whitey moves in, and with just one shot, takes him down. That headshot is gonna hurt, and Rising Nepal has 4 kills.
Yeah, they catch JAZEERA off guard and no one was prepared for it. They just end their lives in an instant, and we lose the first team before we actually hit the 5-minute mark. Quite unfortunate, but once again, it all comes down to Team 7C, the team right on the edge of making or breaking it. And if they just manage to survive long enough, they will get into the semi-finals that are starting from tomorrow. But for that, they at least need 2 points, just because the team above them, Mad G, are not playing. As Ocean, you pointed out, once again, talking about the circle, it is in a horrible place. It is on the northwestern side of the map. Port is right in the center. Goroka teams over there are going to be really, really happy about this. But almost 70-75% of the teams, 75% of the players are not even in the zone. They are still spread out on the entire map and are still going to take their time looting. They still have 16 seconds before the blue zone starts coming in.
Yeah, that is true. And trading it out, Pronu was trading out his M4 for G36C. I mean, maybe G36C seems like a really good gun for him. He would be marking enemies ahead. Or I got supplies for his M4, and I guess one more player from his team is going to take it in his hands. That seems like a really good thing. He has a Z mount. out here, he can actually use it. And A1 ES Kapshi can spot IR2. This is a 1v1 fight, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, IR2 is out there with A1 ES Kapshi. A1 ES has the call as Sinister and Stranger have arrived. Two players have arrived to give an adequate call to Kapshi, and IR2 took out the first shot. Takes down Sinister's health. Kapshi will also be spotted, and out there IR2 is critically low on health. Not critically, but still he is down to 60 HP. Will he try to make a move? He has an M4, he has an Uzi. He's trying to go far behind as far as he can, but the teams are moving towards him and will be spotted. Stranger is no more stranger to the kill feed right now as he takes him down, and it will be finished by Sinister if we are not wrong. And yes, Sinister does the job, takes down IR2, will try to take all the loot as they can because that Uzi and that M4 that will be distributed. Kapshi has an M24. Can he make it to use? That's one thing. DC, Atom and Sincere are out there in Dino-Park. This is, see, the map is unpredictable, but then there's a fun area around here, that's Dino Park.
Yeah, I love this place just because of the amount of entertainment you can actually get out of it. There are dinosaurs as well. There are these small toll booths and a lot of interesting thing that you can find, and just enjoy this map of Vikendi who no one actually likes. Because every time you try and jump into a game, be it no matter solo, squad, the most games you get are gonna be either on Erangel or on Sanhok.
Yeah, that is totally true. But then we'll have to see what actually happens in the game and what's gonna take place, because 1971, as you can see, they were moving into the zone, and DC, Sincere and Atom, it's about time they'll have to move to the area, and when they move, we'll have to see how the situation how the situation is gonna change the pace, because Atom and Sincere, these two players, 1,000 meters. This 1,000 meters seems like a small distance, but then this 1,000 meters is gonna bite them a lot. A lot. RN, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, they got 4 good kills. Bang Squad wants to move forward. They'll be crossing DC's path right now. Atom is spraying on them. Sincere is spraying on them. Bigal is low on health right now. The driver, he is going to be downed. If anything, he's not the driver, sorry. He's actually sitting back, but then he barely survives. And bandaging, and the car is moving sideways. Yeah, now it's actually good. And the car is trying to get into the zone because that 800 meters is going to be a thing. And first airdrop. A gun that is not a gun, that is a machine gun, is gonna be out here. It's gonna create a lot of havoc among the players.
And it is literally a machine gun, the M249. But you have to be careful when you're using that, just because, okay, you get 100 bullets, but people tend to focus them in just one direction, and we have seen that you just get third party, plus makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, that is totally true. So we'll have to see how it actually changes all the pace of the game. And 7C Arus and 7C Pathetic, they want to move into the zone. They are currently taking that the zone damage in their hands, and that is going to be one of the things. And we'll see how the game actually changes the pace and each and everything. 7C Pathetic and Arus are trying to move forward as the game is moving in. And see, this is one of the things about Vikendi. Either it will be a fast start or it will be a slow start. There's nothing in between. This is kind of a slow start, but then this slow start can actually change everything, because right now all the teams, they have just one motive in their mind, that is the zone. Look at this. The first circle is also going to feel a lot, because that is going to be a cluster. A1 ES, Wolves, INES, NHN, KTM, R3D, KS, each and every team is moving in from just one direction, and they'll be spotting each and every one, and that is going to create a lot of fights.
Yeah, it's like just the 40% of that circle is land. Oh, Bang YCL just riding his, was that a bike, was that a snowmobile? When he dies, we'll just find out. On the other side, A1 eSports Kapshi, he spots out the players from the side of 1971 Gladiators, and he is going to try and take them on. On the other side, Wolves going up against Nepali Ho Ni. You have to be really careful, Wolves. You have to be careful. On the other side, Bang SS is going to take a shot from G36C and is going to go down. But Punisher switching over to the M4 is just going to finish him off with the other gun, just because you do not want to reload just to kill someone.
Yeah, and NHN, can they hit that mark of 100 kills? They want this start right now. They want the start in a good way. They want to start this game in an incredible way. No doubt they are topping the table, but with that, they want to show a sheer, pure domination for themselves, and they would like to do it. A1 ES, on the other hand, they are having a secure compound, but the zone is going to hit. I would want to see where the zone actually goes, because you see the zone. You see DC is outside the zone. 7C Team and OP is outside the zone. SOLTISQUAD is at the Guruka's area, so they are kind of at the edge of the zone. But then, yeah, look at this. Look at the right side. KTM, NRC, R3D, INES, KS, and the zone is still at their area. I mean, look at this situation. This
Yeah.
is going to be, if you're stuck in this situation, guys, you need to tell, are you gonna push to other teams or are you gonna wait for the zone to be on your side? And KTM Akshay has been spotted out there. He is low on health. He'll be spotted by R3D and NRC. Who's gonna take the kill? R3D Kakura takes them down. Akshay has been down. It's down to Suroj and Ramos for the win. R3D season is rotating and Kagura is on one side. Private is also on the other side. Bad Boy is using some first aids to help himself stand up once again. Reaper OP takes down 1971. Sallu YT. Each and every area is having a fight, and Damn Class is outside the circle, but R3D season will be spotting Suroj, and he will be taken down. The season has also been taken down, and the spray was thrown on him, and that actually does the end game for him. 7C8 has also been taken down. 7Cs, you should not be losing a fight out here. KS Reed takes on 7C8 and finishes him. NRC is moving into the zone from water. Seems like a good thing, but still they have 230 meters to swim. Will they be swimming or will they be going NHN versus 1971? Once again, look at Vcash and Science in one building. Reaper OP on low health. Lake and Nightwing in one building, and Ryan and Cole in one building. I mean, this is going to be bad.
This is going to be 3 separate 1v1s for both these teams, but Reaper, he has healed up. It's going to be 2v1 for Ryan. Can he take this one? On the other side, Vcash classing with Sinstro, and he is going to be dropped down. On the other side, Sinstro actually has some damage on Vcash. Ryan, he was dropped down low, but the nade coming in from Sinstro. Can he actually take on Vcash? The Molotov is going to be there to spot. Once again, cooking up the nade, being tossed down the stairs. Another one goes in, but he's going to miss up. And Lake on the other side is going to regroup with his teammates. They are going to take one more member from the side of 1971 Gladiators. This squad is in trouble. Just Sinstro, the only man left standing. And he's going to be the only man alive for his team in a while, because Saluwaiti was taken down earlier. Rhino, he is down, and they just come charging in. He takes all of them, but he's going to fall down. He is going to be taken down by none other than Gole. Oh boy.
At the moment, I mean, see, Senstro, he had that fight in him and he took down Vcash. When
Yeah.
he just took down Vcash, I was like, suppose if everyone comes in his line of spray, all 4 players were supposed to go down, and A1 ES is also now on their mark, and A1 ES, the NHN is not stopping. They have 4 kills. They want to make it to 8. They want to make it to 12. They want to make it to the highest kill number that they can. And Kapchi has been spotted, and Kapchi has been taken down with a lot of damage, and that the area will be burst out in an incredible way. Salty Rusna, on the other hand, takes down a kill of one player of DC. So that means Salty is also taking this fight, and Kapchi will be spotted. If Kapchi gets spotted, that's going to be something. The door has been burst, and it's Vikash goes down by Wolf's Newty, and then Vikash has been finished. NHN is taking fight once again, and Lucky OP has taken down Wolf's Dictator. RGD Private goes for KTM Akshay once again, finishing him out of the game, and that means Wolves is out there for the fight. Wolves has taken down Vikash. Vikash was low on health. If anything, in the fight when started. And Wolves Ironic, look at Reaper. Reaper can spot Ironic. That's going to be something. Reaper has 6 first aids, but then this is not going to be a first aid fight, as Gole goes down by Stranger, and Kapshite has been taken down by Lake. Lake has also been taken down. Reaper, OP, the lone survivor. Will it be enough? Because A1 ES is moving forward, and Lake has been taken down. Reaper, the solo survivor for the team. Solo survivor for Nepali Ho Ni. A1 ES smokes are coming. Reaper, OP gets eliminated. Nepali Ho Ni makes an exit on 13th. This was terribly bad for the team. A1 ES Sunday goes down by Wolves Ironic. Now it's Wolves versus A1 ES. A lot of third parties coming in handy right now, and NRC and KTM taking this fight outside the circle. The blue zone is going to be the zone of death. A1 ES Dante goes down by Wolves 6-9. WGxNoRules and R3 Devils and KTM Rage outside the circle. Private, oh my god, that was something. Private is outside the circle. Takes on the body on that low HP. Can he first? Can he heal? Can he heal? Can he heal? That's the question. Can he actually heal? No, he won't be able to heal, as Pablo goes with that Uzi, and Kakura can spot KTM Ramos. If that happens, three teams outside the zone fighting with each other. Bad Boy is low on health. Ramos is the lone survivor. He is trying to go for that the spray. Stranger goes down by Wolves 6-9. A grenade comes in handy. R3 Devils gets eliminated. Wolves Dictator low on health once again. They are taking fight against A1 ES Sinister. 6-9 will try to heal up. Ramos for the win with that MP5K 40 bullets. Trying to spot NRC's players. If he does that, that's going to be something. But then he has 26 bullets right now. Goes for a reload. Takes down 40 once again. This solo player, can he survive a squad? Has 4 first aids in his back. But will that be enough? Ironic wants to move forward. 6-9 wants to move forward on Sinister. Would like to end A1 eSports right now, but will they be able to do it? A1 eSports Sinister, look at that TPP that he is taking. He wants one chance, a single spray that which he can take them down. Ramos takes down Bad Boy. boy. But that won't be enough as Amare charges in with that Uzi. And will they be reviving him? That's a question. Aruz goes down from 7 Cs by Mehraz. I mean, 7 Cs, this should be your game, and you need this game really badly. Guys, if anything, I would like to see if it happens. Look at Sinister. He was down to 1 HP. Ironic is moving forward, and he will be spotted, but A1 Esports exit out of the game on 11. Big names going out.
Once again, it's the strongest teams in the tournament that have been taken out earlier. KTM Rage, A1 Esports, Nepali Ho Ni, all just falling down. 7C Pathetic falling down. 7C, you just need 2 kills for your team, and you will be making it into the top 24. You have to be careful, but once again, this time Zone is in a weird situation. It's on the northern side of Gorokha, and Port is in as well. We have a couple of teams inside the zone. SOLTISQUAD having an easy rotation, but on the other side, NRC, they were fighting 7C on the other side. They are going to be in a bit of trouble, but INES Wolves are and could close in on your location at any given moment. On the other side, DC and DF, they always keep clashing up against each other. Nothing new there, but once again, who comes out on top in that fight? That is going to be interesting, but INES is collapsing on this entire situation between Wolves.
I would like to see one thing, like what happens. Does Rising Nepal, will Rising Nepal be able to take more kills? Because as Rising Nepal they had 4 kills, they took down the first fight in an incredible way against JAZEERA, and right now they are surviving. Will they go for another chicken dinner, trying to go for another chicken dinner out here in this game? Will Vikendi be their game, or will INES make a comeback in the final game? They started their days in an incredible way. They have 1 chicken dinner in their hands, but will they try to go for 2? And Rising Nepal, they can spot Crazy. If this car 98 spots Crazy, I think it will spot his head as well, and that's going to be a good headshot for the team, but a terrible headshot for Crazy, obviously.
Oh, yes.
So that's going to be one of the things. But then will they be spotting him, because he is important right now. His survival is important, but then his skill is important for INES.
But yeah, Rising Nepal, they are playing this one perfectly. Even though they know there is a fight going on, they are choosing to avoid it. And once again, the circle shifts in towards the water itself. But this time, at least it's the opposite of the way it started. This time, 60% of the circle is on land. Teams are going to be happy about it. But on the other side, DC and DF, once again, just in the close quarters situation, they have to be really careful. We have Sincere and Atom from the side of DC. They were trying to go in towards and slowly move in towards the players of DF, but that was a slow movement. On the other side, we do see Rising Nepal trying to reposition themselves. This is going to be a 2 versus 4 fight. DC, you do not want this. Even if you engage, you are outnumbered, you will be taken down, unless you actually somehow manage to isolate those fights and take 1v2s or 1v1s and come out in those firepowers. But did we just see Salty AJ just pass by another squad, and even they did not care about it?
They did see his car is slightly.
No, his car was already like smoked up.
They could have done they could have cared about a little. I mean,
yeah, they were like,
3 players in SOLTISQUAD. They have 2 kills right now and 7 Cs. This
Oh
is
boy.
1 kill that you need. This is 1 kill that you need. This is 1 kill that you should actually be having right now. And he is in a bad spot. His car is just burning. They just
He
missed
gets
1
away.
kill. Oh
He
my
gets
god,
away
he gets
from
away.
that
7
situation.
Cs. This was something, oh my god. I mean, just imagine if they took down 1 player from Salty, that would have been a big thing. And 7 Cs is currently 3 men strong as they lost Hades, and they are gonna be contested by Salty on their left, on the left, and the car is flying. That's something. But then they are out here and they have been spotted. Aruz, that was bad, and Salty Rusin takes him down, and this will leave Pathetic and Demon OP, as Aruz will not be able to take fight as of now because he needs a revival. 2v2 fights coming in handy right now. Salty Extreme taking up that charge. 7C Demon OP has also been taken down by Salty AJ. Pathetic is the lone survivor. Can he take that point on him? They are outside the circle. Salty Rusin is trying to move into the circle. 7 Cs, they are contesting it for the 24th position. Can they get that 24th position? That is an important question. Og A3 comes in out right here, as you can see in the 4th airdrop, but we'll have to see the Salty fight as for now, because Salty versus 7 Cs, that's going to be a big fight. 7 Cs player still outside the circle. Pathetic, he's trying to take the TPP. Extreme can actually see his angle. He knows that there is 1 player out there. Pathetic is using those boosters just for himself. 4th circle, 250 plus meters to get into the zone. The fight outside the zone, this is an important one. Pathetic is also popping something, and Extreme is using that first aid. Both the teams will have to see. Rusin is going from one direction. Extreme is on the other. AJ is trying out there, and 7 Cs exit the game. As we were talking,
They
Oh
just
my
grabbed
God.
on them like a snake would, like a python, and just broke them down in a really brutal manner. But now the circle once again has moved on the edge of the map, but this is going to force all the teams to rotate except DF and DC.
One challenge for Salty. They are using a car that is already burning.
Yeah.
If the car collides with some place, that is gonna end their game as well. Will they go for it? Just imagine if a car collides with a rock as well. It's gonna end their game. On the other hand, Bull Squad is trying to move to one direction, and if they spotted them.
Yeah, they have to be careful this time around. And as you said, Salty, they are in a tough situation using a damaged vehicle. I think before they actually come in, they are going to have to change their vehicle. But now we saw them just charging on one team. What is going to happen over there? That is going to be an interesting situation. But Salty Extreme already going down. Ifti is going to take down Rusin as well. And Salty is left with just one man standing for their side. But because one of their players were already split, that now the smokes being thrown from the side of KS are going to provide them some cover to take their teammate and give him a revive. AJ is going to try and come in from behind, but Ironic on the other side is just going to engage upon the squad of Bang. He is going to drop one, but Ironic, he has to be careful. He is the only man left standing for his squad. It is going to be a 1 versus 4 fight on the other side. Bang, they are fighting two squads at the same time. He has NRC coming in from the back. He has to be really careful. Bang, they are engaging on NRC as well. YCL has already taken down Hackshot, but Amari, he has to be careful. They have one more squad, one more member from the side of Salty Squad coming in from the back. It is going to be Salty AJ, but is he going to pass all of them by? Is he just not going to care? But they care about him. Amari has spotted AJ. He's going to do damage to that car, but AJ somehow managing to get away. On the other side, we do see Bang still focused on Ironic. Ironic, it is high time you make it into the zone, man. What are you doing? Where are you trying to go? If he tries to move in towards the side of Bang, he is going to be taken out, but now taking damage from the blue zone. How long can this man survive? He is in the water. You can't do anything in the water. You are the most vulnerable when you are in there. But now, once again, Ironic, his health is slowly dropping. The booster is running. How long can he stay alive? 9 teams alive. On the other side, NRC are going to lose one more player. And Amara, he's going to spot 2 players from the side of Bang, but he's going to be taken down himself. Pablo, the only man left standing. How much can he do? He's charging in. He's charging and heading towards the side of Bang. Wolves Den, they are going to take an exit at the 9th spot. Pablo, he might just go down, but the first aid kicks in and he is going to survive, but in a 1 versus 3 situation.
He spots Bang. LGT takes him down in an incredible way. He should be knowing where YCL is. His health once again is trying to go down. Now on the first hit, not going to kick in. Still manages to take down one player. Bang because is still outside the circle, and that's the damage. Look at the damage. Look at the damage that the circle actually did, and look at that. Pablo takes down Bang YCL. Pablo takes on LDT, and that was something. Playzone takes out Bang because that will be end of Ultimate Bang. We're on 6 teams, 19 players alive. KS has 4 players intact, but they are still not in the circle. 50 more seconds, and the circle is going to kick in once again. INES Machine, he was using SKS in the previous match as well, is going to use SKS in this one as well. INES, they want a chicken dinner badly. Machine was spotted from the other direction. That's going to be something really bad for him. And then DF wants a part of the fight. KS Mehraj takes down RN, LXYT, Rising Nepal. They were 4 men strong, but right now they're going to lose one player. As we are talking, Rising Nepal also wants a part of the fight. Prerak is out there, Crazy is out there, Sonam is out there, and LXYT is bleeding. Prerak, as you can see in this area, all you need to do is you need to see the fight out on your either side, because that is going to be an incredible one. DC has to get into the zone from the minimap. As you can see, Rising Nepal can stop their zone push, and team number 7, that is DF. Look at that! Oh,
he misses that shot.
Missed on the direction. Salty AJ takes on. Punisher can go down once again. Misses from the left as well. Will third time be a charm? Will he try to go for it, and will he try to spot the head this time? That's gonna be an important one. Once again, trying to spot him, trying to spot the location. MR7 has been taken down by Crazy. That leaves them to 3
He
players.
was finished off. He was finished off with an Uzi, and that is just going to be an unfortunate situation. But AJ, the only man left alive for the side of Salty Squad, he still has a couple of meters to go into the zone. But can he survive, and can he make it into the top 6 and stay safe for his team? On the other side, DC Atom, he has to be careful as well. But Rising Nepal, they are taking a lot of damage. Alex YT, he was dropped really low, and AJ is firing into that smoke. He's trying to find if the easy. But now the Molotov that was being thrown, the smokes coming in from this player. He is trying to make his way. He's trying to create a path for himself. Those two smokes, can they protect him? Now the Molotov was being thrown. I predicted it earlier because usually you throw it there just to try and push flush people
the
out.
third time still it hits the head out there
Yeah.
of Panda, but then level 3 helmet was gonna do something easy. Goes down. SOLTISQUAD. That's the end of SOLTISQUAD by KS Sanhok, who is draining so much damage in Vikendi. We'll have to see what happens. INES Evil Eye with that Evil Eye trying to spot players once again, and these are your rising players, ladies and gentlemen. 5 teams out here. KS Axe has all 4 players alive. INES has all 4 players alive. Rising Nepal has 4 players alive. DF Panda, DF has 2 players. So we'll have to see. The circle is gonna contract, and Patrave is the lone survivor in the circle. He is trying to make his team get into the circle as we are talking. But will that be enough? Will that be out for his team? Will that be some potential for his team? Because that's only one thing. Slingshot goes down. RNLXYT goes down by DC Atom. Crazy knows that there are players behind him, and Atom has been taken out by DF Punisher. Punisher goes down by DC Sincere. He switches to G3060 to actually finish him. Does it really well. Does it in an incredible way. 15 players alive. 5 teams surviving. KS3 has been taken down by RNLXYT. Sonam also goes down.
Yeah, and that is just going to be an interesting situation because now Sanhok, he has to be revived. Harid, he is going for the revives, but Rising Nepal, a team that we thought had a good advantage and had a possibility to win this entire match on Vikendi, the final game, they are looking in trouble. Alex Whitey, he goes out to sacrifice himself, and he is going to be taken out. Prerak and Sonam, the 2 players left standing. Their third teammate, he has healed up as well. Crazy on the other side, but Badrev, he has his crosshairs set on that small shed. Sonam, he is going to drop KS. Harid, he has his eyes set. He has his crosshairs set on those players. On the other side, Crazy using that Uzi to an ultimate perfection is going to eliminate and is going to be the reason for the demise of Damn Classy for this game. And we have 4 teams, 13 players in this game. INES with all 4 players alive are definitely going to be having an advantage in these final stages, and Tear is going to take down Harid once again. Tear is going to be taken out himself. A trade coming in from Meharaz, but INES Badrev is still there. He could revive his teammate, and he is definitely going to go for that. Tear, he is going to heal up and come back into this fight. The players from the side of INES are split up. Evil Eye is focusing on DF. He is going to take down one, but RN Sonam is going to be taken out himself, and once again switching to the DMR. Can he take down these other players from the side of Rising Nepal?
That grenade by Sanox comes in for INES here, and Steel Shot will be taken down by INES Evil Eye. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fasten your seatbelts for the final fight that's gonna happen as we are moving into the circle. Final circles coming in. 7 circle, and Machine also takes on 1 player, and DF Panda has been is the lone survival.
Nade.
Yeah, that nade is gonna do some damage. It's gonna change the pace of the game, and Panda goes down, but Panda takes 1 player with him.
Yeah.
RNG1 Crazy and DF Rio, that was the end game for him. And out there, Rising Nepal's players and INES, they are on a fight. KS on the other direction, they are also out there. 4v4v3 situation, and the zone is currently favoring INES. They know that RN is gonna be in a lot of trouble as they have to make their way through the zone, and same goes for KS. This is gonna be something. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be the best of the best fights out there as KS Axe versus INES. They are hanging on the cliff right now, and are Rising Nepal. They want to make it to the circle. KS Mehraj is trying to spot them. INES can be in a sandwich situation as we are talking. What's gonna happen? We don't know. But then look at the circle. That was something really different.
Yeah, INES are on the edge just because they are the only team in the circle, and this is going to be putting them at an advantage, and Mehraj taking a shot to the edge. It is going to go down. KS Harid, he's trying to go for the revive, and he is going to be revived once again. Their car was already blown up, so they can be happy about it. But Mehraj, he is slowly bleeding, and once again, as soon as the blue zone comes in, this is going to be the demise of one of those teams, because as I said earlier, INES, they are on the edge of the cliff and they have the circle right on them, so they are going to be pretty much safe.
And Rising Nepal make it to the circle. No smoke goes down. Taking that car was a bad thing, and the smoke that Sonam did, it might help, might not help, as KS players goes down, but then out there Predak has been taken down as well by Badrev. Badrev takes out that kill in his hands, and Badrev did an incredible job by finishing out those players. So if anything, Rising Nepal goes down on 3rd position, down to KS Axe and INES. 4v3 fight out there, we'll have to see. And Evil Eye goes down in this fight as well. Mehraj on 1 HP does an incredible thing as he takes down on tier with that headshot as we were talking, and it's a one player for the team solo surviving out there. If he throws a grenade, that's going to be something. Miraz takes him down. Miraz is he has full HP right now, but his helmet is critical. Oh my god, he is inside the circle as well. He should not be falling down right now. He spots one player, and then Miraz will be done for, and INES back to an incredible game. Have a chicken dinner. 4 kills for Badrev. Definitely an MVP performance.
All the last 4 teams, Rising Nepal, INES, DF, KS as well. Oh boy, that last fight was just incredible. It was blowing my mind. Like, because it wasn't just one team who was splitting their attention into many. All of them were trying to fight each other at the same time. Like 4 different teams going up against each other. That's just an incredible war zone.
I mean, that was an incredible war zone in winter area, the Vikendi map.
Right, okay, talking about INS, they were on that cliff for quite a long time. It was like they just perfectly predicted, all right, the zone's going to be there, let's just stay and rotate around the cliff. And fighting with no way to fall back. That's how they fought.
Yeah.
They literally, if they took a step back, they would have gone in the water and just died there, unable to fight. They would have been shot at and killed off. On the other side, fighting with that big of an advantage and still managing to take the victory. Once again, it wasn't like it was an unfair fight. It was a 4 versus 4 situation. 4v3 is where things got a little bit more interesting. Rising Nepal and KS, they were fighting from a disadvantage just because INES, they were in the zone, and RN and KS, it was up to them to try and contest the team and move in.
And Mehraz from KSX, he did incredible. He was the solo survivor for the team right now. He knocked out 1 player. Other 3 players were shooting on him. He knew where the cover was. He stood down. He just laid down in that cover. He just put up a first aid. His helmet was kind of about to pop out as his helmet's health was like done for. Spots out another player, goes for him as well. Like, he had that fight in him. He was inside the circle. He could have stayed there for a while. But then he was like, if I see someone, I want this win. I want to go for it. No doubt he finished up at 2nd position, but still managed to take out an incredible fight in his hands, and that was commendable by him.
Yeah, that was actually commendable, but once again, another unfortunate situation is gonna be Team 7C.
I want to see what happens with 7C because they got eliminated on 10th position.
Yeah.
They kind of had no kill as such. I don't know if they had 1 kill or 2, but then 7C pathetic as he was, trying to take that TPP, Salty Extreme, they just barred in and they just ended the legacy of 7C.
10th does give you 2 points.
If it gives you 2 points, they are qualifying. But what if?
We have to see.
Yeah, what if they see some other team that has maximum kills?
Yes, someone below them actually climbs up and then pushes both of them further.
That might be one of the things. So we'll have to see what happens in the final standings because those standing numbers, they are going to change everything for some teams. Some teams will move forward. Some teams are going to stay at that position. It's going to be, they'll have to climb up once again in the next PMC or something, or if any other tournament comes up right now. But then as of now, top 24 marker. See, I know the heartbeat that actually goes pumping at that moment. It's gonna be like, that's gonna be a tough situation. The suspense music plays in some people's minds, and that's gonna be like, well, in audience as well, will our favorite team qualify? Will our favorite team be able to make it? Will our favorite team be able to stay in the first 8 or 9 to 16 or 17 to 24 or after 24? What happens if your favorite team, because each and every player who played, remember when they got qualified, they'll be telling their friends as well that we are qualified. We are going to show our skills to a bigger world. That's what PUBG gives you.
Exactly. This is an international stage being broadcasted to an international audience, and you are being watched by a lot of people. So definitely there are going to be a lot of eyes on you, and especially another message. If you, as you said, if you did not make it this time to the semi-finals, if this was where your journey ended, because we had a lot of new teams coming, we had a lot of new players coming, you got a chance to play with some of the veterans of the scene. And as Ocean said, you played through the in-game qualifiers, you grinded your way out, and you made it all the way here. So the next time, use this as an experience. Just watch the wards, learn from your mistakes, and next time come back even stronger and make a statement again. But before that, let's have a look at the MVP for this match and see who it is.
Yeah, the MVP for the match, ladies and gentlemen, is INES Badrev. He truly stands out in the stats as he has 4 kills for his team, 652 damage. He was the one who stopped Rising Nepal to get into the zone. 2858 is his survival time, and 9 kilometers, 9.5 kilometers was his distance covered. See, this is the amount of distance that people cover in Miramar, but he had it in Vikendi. That shows his that shows the rotation of INS. They knew how to, you know, take that spot.
Yeah, the rotations coming in from this team were incredible. But moving on, let's have a look at another stat, the top 5 players from this game, and see what they are up to.
Yeah, the top 5 players for Vikendi's match, ladies and gentlemen. Pablo with 5 kills, but that damage, 276 was his damage on 5 kills. Then Badrev obviously coming in out there, and from Rising Nepal, it was crazy. He has crazy damage with those 3 kills, and then Salty AJ. Obviously, these 3 kills, they come from 7Cs as well, and KSFT for KS Axe coming out there with 3 kills and 457 damage points.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate every time you mentioned 7C, because I wouldn't say unfortunate, it just rises everyone's the level of suspense that is going on right now to a whole another level, because I think all of us are going to be wondering until we see the final standings as to where this team is. But before we go on and see the final standing, let's have a look at this game standing and see how the teams perform and see how many points did 7C actually get, because we all know who the winner for this game is. It was INES with those 9 kills and 29 points to their name are going to be on the
is where the difference actually comes, because that is where
18 points. KS is going to be third with 18 points as well. No Rules is going to be 4th with 12 points. SOLTISQUAD is going to be 5th with 11 points. Wolves Den is going to be 6th with 10 points. Ultimate Bang is going to be 7th with 10 points as well. Defrio is going to be 8th with 10 points to their name as well.
So many teams lining up on those 10 points, so that is like one of the things. But then from 9 to 16 is where the difference actually comes, because that is where 7Cs is. We'll have to see Damn Classy on 9th, NHN, they also had an early exit in this game with those 4 kills and 1 placement points. A1 eSports once again early exit. KTM Rage and 7Cs, they have 2 points. I think they have made it, but then the the final confirmation is gonna come when we'll be looking through all of our stats. And R3 Devils is on 14th, 1971 Gladiators on 15, and JAZEERA is out there on 16. But then these were this match's stats.
Yeah.
Let's go for the final match stats. Yeah, drum roll will be up out there, and for the overall stats that are going to be on your screens. And with the overall stats, ladies and gentlemen, the standings: first position, 198 points. Nepali Ho Ni could not hit the 200 marker, but then still they are at a really good.
They did not get 100 kills either. I'm sort of sad
just
about
look at one
it.
thing, but just look at one thing. The amount of kills, okay, no 100, but 86 and 68. The difference
is massive.
Shows. It shows out there for this team. Trust the process on second. A1 Esports, same placement points as TDP, but the kills is where the difference is. On the third position, PNGaming, 93 placement points. The first team to not have a 100 placement point mark, and 56 kills is on fourth. Rising Nepal just rose up to top 5. Rivals X is on 6th position. INES making up a mark, 7th position, and Elementrix on 8th.
Yeah, these teams are pretty good going in, and 9 to 16 are pretty good for the semi-finals as well. It's going to be SOLTISQUAD on the 9th, Team PYRO on the 10th, JyanMaara on the 11th, Team Extreme on the 12th, Wolves Den on the 13th, KTM Rage on the 14th, Team T2K on the 15th, and Ultimate Bang making that final push in the top 16 as well are going to be 16th. And once again, let's move on and see the last 8 teams that are qualified. And Vibe 17th, KS Axe is going to be 18th, Hype is going to be 19th, Damn Classy on the 20th, 1971 Gladiators 21st, R3D Devils on the 22nd, Deadeye Guys are going to be on the 23rd, and Team 7C with those 2 points that they had are going to make it in on the 24th. And now
but that
teams,
means Mad G, they see their matches ended yesterday.
Yeah.
This is where it all changes. They had no homework to do today, so they are on 25th. That's kind of a sad story for them, but then they know what their mistakes were. I'm pretty sure this table is gonna come back strong the next time.
Exactly.
We are gonna be casting. I promise you guys, I mean, I don't promise you that we are going to be casting those matches, but I promise you guys that you are going to see these names on the big leagues. No rules are going to take every rule in their hand when they'll be landing once again. Matt G is going to be taking those skills. ByeBye is not going to say bye-bye next time. Defrio is going to be contesting once again. Team SBA is going to be out there. JAZEERA will be there. TM officials and Red Light. This table, the table that is not in a good spot right now, is going to be at one of the best spots in in the upcoming situations and scenarios.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the greatest plays were made by some of the players that are not going to be making it. Talking about Tamim, Nero from the side of SBA, and has made it. Look at this. JAZEERA even got one chicken dinner and still failed to qualify, but put up an amazing performance yesterday on Vikendi.
Yeah.
And in that final clutch situation, they somehow pulled it out. On the other side, WGxNoRules, also one of the teams not making it, putting up an amazing performance. Talking about Pablo, Amare, Hackshot, the kind of synergy these guys play with. So you have what it takes. You made it to the group stages the first time. The next time you come in, it's gonna be a push to as far as you can go. Maybe try and win the entire thing.
I mean, these 8 teams, I would like to see them coming back once again. And to be honest, these guys are going to entertain you once again in the upcoming series. But for now, let's see the top 5 kill leaders or overall that actually outshine. Because BB squad, they could not make it. But then BB Tamim was out there. Is he yet? No, not now.
No.
But Lakhe OP from NHN, 5,001 damage. And TDP on top obviously did not play.
5,500 damage.
I mean,
26 kills.
These players are incredible.
Okay,
and
he has 5,500 damage. I think 5,000 of that damage was done from top of a hill.
Yeah,
in Miramar.
In Miramar, that's one place that he actually likes to play his game. And TX Seaman from Team Extreme, 24 kills, 4,752 damage, and Kole from Nepali Ho Ni outshines in the bigger maps like Miramar. Yet he has such a lower survival time. That's one thing that surprises me. He does his job in a fast way, maybe.
Yeah, he does his job in a fast way. Also, plus he has a lot of pressure on him just because he is required to play separate from his team.
Maybe that's how his name
from his team.
Maybe that's how his name is on top. Like on top means I'll stand on top of a hill.
Yeah.
You guys go in and wait. I'll just knock someone for you.
I'll be on top.
I'll be on top in the kill leaderboards as well.
Yeah.
My team will be on top in the overall leaderboards as well. And obviously I'll be on top in the MVP leaderboards as well.
Yeah, definitely the man was a beast again. So Lakhe has been a veteran of the scene for a while and has put up amazing performance. We got the pleasure to see him and meet him during the last PMCO as well. And this man was a beast then. This man is a beast now. His team is basically... They are a bunch of monsters who just destroy anyone who stands in their way. But now they have to be careful going into the semi-finals because they will have a crosshair on their back. But before that, once again, let's have a look at the overall head-to-head for these two teams, Nepali Ho Ni and Trust D Process. 86 to 68 kills. Oh man, but the damage is quite close. 15,000 to 50.
The damage is quite close, and 15073 and 14500, and healings, if you see, Nepali Ho Ni has healed less. That means they were they were killing more and healing less. That shows their accuracy, to be honest, and the way how they can just move when it comes to dangerous situations. That's really good. TDP had 7,000 and headshots. NHN went for lower amount of headshots, but then overall TDP actually rose up in that. And utility usage, TDP, as you can see, 4 grenade kills, and total points, that is where the difference was. The 28 points that NHN had more actually took them to the first spot.
Yeah, Nepali Ho Ni.
I like their logo, to be honest. That eagle, the jacked up eagle.
Yeah.
Jacked up eagle with those wings. It's like
Trust D Process, their logo looks like really deep. It's a shark with the yin yang symbol.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you
it's
need
like
to
you are using the power of Zen to
you need to show your
manipulate
domination, and the domination starts with your logo and your name as
also,
well.
Sharks are scary. Just
Baby
like
shark,
TDP. Alright, but after this, after looking at two of the best teams, let's look at what was separating the teams between the 24th spot and the 25th spot.
7C and Mad C.
Yeah.
Those two teams, 1 point mark. That 1 point created a difference of, like I'm gonna say in Hindi we say Zameen Asman ka farak.
Yeah.
1 point 31 kills for Matt G and
19.
19 kills. That even having 19 kills, they had position. That actually took them to that point. 8,000 damage, 5,000 damage. I mean, they were kind of behind. They were
behind in every single sense,
except for grenades.
Yeah, except for grenade skills, just because they have to use their utility and. Once again, headshots in the favor of Maggi, damage in the favor of Maggi, healing in their favor. So, if 7C had just gotten one kill and not survived at all, they would have been out of this, because kills get priority. Once again, if two teams are on the same point system, if you have 12 points, I have 12 points, and you have more kills than me, then you will be given more priority. You will be given a higher standing if you compare it to myself. But before that, let's have a look at the schedule for the semi-finals and see how we will be going about the days.
Yeah, the bigger leagues. The bigger leagues are going to start, as we can see out here, guys. 13 Feb Group A and B, 14 Feb Group A and C, Group B and C on 15th, Group A and B on 16th, Group A and C on 17th, Group B and C on 18th. I will have to remember this. A, B, A, C, B, C, A, B, A, C, B, C. I'll have to remember this, otherwise I'll forget.
The groups are going to be reshuffled as well, and it is going to be interesting as to see who is going to go where and how
the groups will be formed and how the fights are going to happen, because that is going to be something. But then it all starts tomorrow. The bigger fight starts tomorrow. So that means
you can't take anything for granted from tomorrow.
Right now, see, the teams that are out here, suppose 7Cs, they barely made it, but right now it's the time. They were given this chance to prove that yes, they are ready for a fight, and they'll have to show that tomorrow. So I think maybe teams are going to do really, really good tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, we're going to see incredible games, if anything.
It is definitely going to be an incredible game, and we will be back with more actions from the semi-final stage. And now it was Varun Super Johnny John being joined by Ocean Sharma, and it was a pleasure working with. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that when we come back. Okay. But come back tomorrow and catch all these semi-final action. We will be taking a leave now. Bye.